Yeah, and I'm going to...
Is it okay for you to close that?
I believe so. I don't think it'll destroy anything.
Well, check it on your other computer.
We should be live right now, by the way. We're fucking
Oh.
messing. I pressed the go live button, and I say it's like, I'm not sure. Hi, everyone. I believe we're fucking live right now. Maybe. We'll see.
Maybe you should check instead
Yeah.
of making assumptions.
Listen, I'm not the most professional person in the world.
I've
Okay?
noticed.
I've noticed too.
There.
Okay, Funk's live right now too. We should all go watch Funk instead of us.
No, yeah, fuck this channel.
Yeah. Hey, look, we're live. Look at that.
Hey, look, that is us live.
Yes, we can see ourselves. It's crazy. The innovations of technology. We're streaming up and crapping down, fucking and taking down. It's crazy.
Oh man, yeah. As you guys can see,
this wasn't supposed to happen so soon. What do you mean? This is exactly when it's supposed to happen.
This is literally when we said it would happen.
Unless the time zone difference is fucked us. No, it couldn't.
No. It's 4 p.m.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
We're exactly on time.
We are exactly
for once.
on time. Yeah.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
How you guys doing? We're together now for fucking some reason.
He came down to visit me.
It bothers me because I can't see my like I'm used to having 3 different monitors to be able to constantly check shit, and now like if I go out of camera, I don't know until it happens in the live stream like fucking 30 seconds later.
Yeah, it's incredible. Now you know what it's like to be me.
So that bothers me.
It's okay.
We're having to stream with like the technological equivalent of like 2 cans with string connected to them, so it's a little bit difficult.
Well, hey, if Sugita could hack the rule with his shitty Windows 95, we can make this work.
I suppose, yeah. Sugita really is a fucking role model for all of us.
Indeed, he truly is. If only he could appear in other manga.
Well, Ivan was apparently expecting a break. I don't know quite what kind of break is required to read like 7 chapters of manga, which you can literally do in like 30 seconds, in like 30 minutes.
It's like Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Reading 2 consecutive manga back to back, the most physically exhausting thing a person can do.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. By the way, I was like fiddling with audio settings before the stream started, but I wasn't entirely sure how that worked out. So if anyone in the chat has any issues at all with the audio or notices anything, then please do feel free to tell me. Because I can't fucking hear shit right now.
Yeah. If my mic starts cutting out as it would before, please let us know. I don't think it will because we're not using Discord.
Yeah.
It seemed to be a Discord related issue.
Maybe.
But if there's any audio issues, if there's any whatever, just let us know and we'll do our best to fix it. As you can see, this is kind of impromptu.
Despite being planned
for months.
Despite being planned for months, this is very impromptu. Yeah.
Yes.
We literally only started like setting this shit up like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But
exactly.
It's here and it doesn't look so bad.
I don't know. I still have I still have like my fears. Like the way the microphone is set up right now. Can we fucking see on screen? The microphone is literally sitting on the keyboard right now.
It's okay.
So like, but whenever we need to like go to like press a new page, we like shake the laptop in doing so, and I'm almost positive that like reverberation of that's gonna be picked up by the fucking microphone. So like every time we turn the page, it'll be like
push gently like this.
Yeah. Push gently, you say?
Yeah.
That's a foreign I use a mechanical keyboard. I'm just like. If it's not annoying the people in the room next door, you're not pressing the keys loudly enough.
It's very much a you problem. You probably want to make that live again.
Whatever, yeah.
If we're doing our best to already fucking catch up with this.
But
yeah, so where do we begin? This is weird, starting from
You're gonna fucking bump the table for the next 20 minutes. It's gonna annoy the shit out of me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I figured out, by the way, why there was the constant like banging noise. It's because Isaiah has literally the most unstable desk you could possibly imagine. Okay, imagine if you took like a book and you balanced it on like 5 straws connected with tape at the ends, and you tried to like make that your desk. That's basically what he's got going on right now. So the slightest touch sends it like wobbling back and forth like it's made of Jello, or pudding, as it happens. Yeah, I think it's clever. So I finally figured out what's causing the banging noises constantly on the fucking SNO book club. So that's interesting.
I will do my best to avoid that.
Not a true facecam video, not shot in a car, 0 out of 10. I shoot vlogs in other places sometimes.
Well, and so
we also have the physical copy with us.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. Plunderer.
Yes. So for those who don't know, we are reading the official Yen Press published version. If you guys ever
it's
want...
official and legal.
Yeah, it's official and legal.
That's a first for me.
Right? Yeah, I very much recommend you guys go buy this book at your local
I recommend
bookstore.
it too, but mainly because I want them to license SNL already.
That is true. And Yen Press this is their second series by Sumizuki, so if there is enough support, they could one day.
Maybe.
I doubt it, but
probably not.
But hey, it's worth doing.
I feel like the only reason that like SNL hasn't been licensed is because the art in the first like 3 volumes is shit.
That is true, but like...
But I mean, like, I have seen worse fucking manga that's gotten licensed.
No, yeah, no, that's the thing.
Like, you know, like so many of like, you know, like the Kill la Kill manga looks like absolute garbage.
Promise Neverland, as much as I love it, its art is really rough at the start.
Yeah.
It does get a lot better, but...
Like Akashic Records looks like garbage.
Well,
fucking
Akashic Records is garbage.
I mean, yeah, like just every fucking like... You know when they create an anime first and then go back to make a manga later? Every single one of those looks like shit. And those all get licensed.
Except for the Evangelion manga. That one's really good.
Yeah, well, whatever. Having not seen the anime or read the Evangelion manga, I wouldn't know.
You should watch it.
Yeah, I'll get around to it eventually.
Next time we visit each
other. Which is what I've been saying for the past, like, decade.
Well, we'll make it happen. But anyhow. Yes.
Do we have anything else to talk about? We're here and in person. I'm in Vancouver.
No, yeah, he's been here with me since Wednesday, and he's here until Tuesday morning.
Yeah.
So it's very awesome.
Absolutely.
We're very much enjoying this. It's super duper fun. He's been in my house, eating all my food, taking up space, making a mess of my living room after I went to the effort to clean it up.
You are this close. You are this goddamn close. Getting such fucking verbal. Anyways. I am the only one keeping this goddamn place clean right now. Like, I fold my blankets. I make sure the room's in order. I take out the trash. Isaiah's content. He'll just fucking throw things everywhere and fuck it.
Since when? You're the one with the fucking Coke bottle that you kicked across the room.
There was like a Fatty's box over. There was a pizza box over beneath a chair that's been there for like the last week now.
Actually, no.
And it's only because I took it out yesterday that it's gone. And then we got pizza last night. Now there's another pizza box exactly where the last one was. And it's got to be there until like the next millennium, I'm sure of it. So don't you fucking tell me anything about, he's like making my place
at least
so
I
goddamn
throw out
dirty.
my fucking tissues.
At least I have trash cans in places with which
I
to
do
place
have
things
trash
in.
cans in places.
Welcome to the Airings of Grievances podcast. I fucking hate you.
This is we're just roommates at this point.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Or watch Digimon. I'm so fucking down to watch Digimon. I've been trying to get him to watch Digimon while he's here. You can't see it, but on my giant anime shelf to the left
I think that was a joke. His previous comment was, after Plunderer, we should read Pride and Prejudice.
Oh.
Which I think is funny. Or watch Digimon. It should be equally boring.
Fuck off.
Good shit.
Make them look like they're Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
The perception of the mic and the angle of the room, it looks like they're Honey, I Shrunk. Oh, okay, because like we're tiny? Yeah, because,
whatever.
We do look kind of, whatever. I don't give a shit.
Who cares? All right, so, Plunderer. Like I said, we're reading the official copies. My point was that not only should you support the official release, but the fan...
Please support the official release.
But the fan translations for Plunderer, I appreciate everyone that does them, but their terminology is just wrong, and it gets really annoying. To see them like use incorrect names and terms. So
Angeloid, not Angelroid.
No, exactly. That's literally what it is. Only worse somehow. So yeah, we will start off with Plunderer, Chapter 1.
Why don't you sell us on Plunderer first?
Sell us. Okay. Oh, okay. So Plunderer.
It's a story about Nymph. She's in a fantasy world. And you know that thing in like every like r/writing prompts thing, where it's like numbers are floating above people's heads and they control everything. Imagine if someone made an actual manga about that stupid premise, and then cast Nymph as the main character and Tomoki as a side character, and then Sugata as the villain. That's about what Plunderer is, honestly.
First of all, you're.
Yes.
Whatever. Shut up. Anyway.
First of all, you're absolutely right. Second of all,
so Plunderer is a fantasy series where, as it will tell you, the world is dominated by numbers. Basically, everyone has a thing called a count, which represents something that you do in your everyday life. But if it's a really easy one, then you have to do it multiple times, or there are certain conditions. So, like, the main girl's is, like, the steps she's walked in her life. But because that's a fucking easy count, she has to walk 100 kilometers before it goes up. And you want to get your count high because it puts you higher in society. And if your count falls to 0, as you can see by this page, you go to the abyss, which no one knows what that is. But that's the general premise.
I hear it's like this big pit in the middle of the town of Orth, and like there's like monsters and bullshit in it, and like if you there's treasure and all that kind of cool shit.
Let's move on. Okay, who's reading the first one?
Why don't you? Because I feel like you have like a better like mental image of what the voices are than I do.
Fair.
And so I think you should establish what the characters' voices are.
All right, even though our voices never match anyway.
Well, yes, but like
All right, cool. Plunderer, here we go. Volume 1.
There's a big ass microphone in the way. This is so well set up.
It's whatever.
I can read all the words.
Well, I had it here before, but you didn't.
Also, now that I move the screen down, you can absolutely the microphone's coming up your chest. Do you mind that?
I don't mind. I don't care.
Okay,
I don't know if you care.
No, I don't care.
Okay.
This is a very fucking I don't give a shit stream. Fuck it. I'm gonna move.
Fuck you thumbs through your laptop.
Fuck it. I'm gonna be over here, just like lay down. Isaiah can read the manga.
Yeah, it's all
just fucking,
this.
I might fall asleep.
This channel is now Isaiah Live.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome.
Hi, welcome.
Here we talk about how the Harpies are the best characters. Nymph deserved to die. I wish she didn't come back. I wanted to. Please stop it. I wanted to make a joke, but it just started getting actually annoying. Okay, cool. Oh, so we open on Daedalus. And
I'm watching the live stream. You play that moment, and it's very amusing. Anyways, so we open on literally Daedalus and Nymph.
Yeah,
like right down to the fact that you can't see her face. Like it's exact. Well, there'll be a lot of this. Like, you brace yourself. If you thought Sumonosuke was some kind of like bastion of like new character designs, fucking. No,
as much as I love Sumonosuke, he can literally draw like 5 characters, and then he's like, okay, well.
Only the main character, like the background characters look different enough.
Except for Pops.
Oh, we'll get to that. Most of them look different most of the time. It's just fucking when he comes to drawing a main character, he defaults to like the same 5 models.
Fair, yeah. I did think this stream is more appropriate on Isaiah's channel. Then no one would watch it.
Yeah, that's right. Isaiah has like 5 subscribers.
I have 106 now. Excuse you.
Oh man, we got like 1 thumbs up right now. I'm gonna make that 2. Fuck yeah! Gaming the YouTube algorithm.
As pathetic as I am, I have never liked one of my own videos.
I always do. You cut
No, of course you do.
I subscribe to the Reddit philosophy on that, where like each post gets like each of your posts has like +1 upvote from you by default.
That's true.
It's like, of course you like your own shit. Like, I think it just makes sense, honestly.
Whatever.
And honestly, it'd be weird just not to. So
I see most YouTubers do it, but to me it just seems arbitrary. But whatever. Okay, manga. So yeah, she's getting sucked into the ground. Daedalus, she says, Hina, go find the aces. And she cries out, Mommy! She says, listen to me.
We're obviously out of practice doing voice acting.
No, yeah.
Mommy!
I'm not gonna try and do a little girl voice. Okay?
Yeah.
It's for 1 fucking page. It's
right,
not worth the effort.
Listen
to me. I don't have much time. Take this. Find the one they call the fabled ace. I wish they just finished. The fabled ace. Go find the fabled ace. So first of all, I just want to say, fucking how much Sumonosuke's art improved within like 7 months. Like this came out the same year as Sorno and Tashimono ended. You can already see his landscapes are fucking gorgeous.
It is very pretty. Don't hit the desk.
Sorry.
This is why there are so many bumps and scratches in the fucking book club that I had to put up with.
Okay, whatever. So yeah, we see Hina all grown up now.
All grown up. I really want to shout it out. All grown up. Something to you.
See, one thing, as much as I hate Sai, we've come to realize that we are basically blood brothers.
Yeah,
and whenever one breaks out into song, the other is always ready to join.
Well, we had the exact same childhood as the thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking insane. I can make a random ass reference to a decade-old Nickelodeon show, and instantly he picks it up, like just like that. Like
it's wonderful.
It's
yeah.
insane.
But anyway, I just want to talk about how cute Hina is, as much as I dislike her at the start.
She looks exactly like Nymph.
No, yeah, but it's specifically the like top hat Nymph outfit. If you look,
yeah,
she even has like a little tattered, and which is Nymph's best outfit.
I don't know, like the thing that made that outfit the best was that there was a tiny hat.
I like
the
her
side.
cap though.
I like her little like bowler hat isn't that interesting to me.
I think it's cute, but whatever. Moving on from the color page. Fucking look at this gorgeous ass landscape real quick.
I think the town looks stupid.
I think the town looks sweet.
Whatever.
It's the cliffside town of Home Home.
Okay.
I think it's cool. Thumbs up the video if you think the town is cool.
No, don't do that.
So yeah, fucking, I'm so glad that they include versions without the text. Anyway, so we see.
Really should use that for the thumbnail. Oh well.
Anyway, so we see that it's the Alcine year 305,
which means nothing.
It's the country. The country takes place in. It's called
Alcine year 305. Yeah.
Yes. So we get already a double page spread already.
Very pretty.
Yeah, we see these townspeople, doing their day to day.
I like how a big buff guy right there has a huge 25 on his back, but Hina has a really tiny number, like right on her fucking thigh, like so close to her fucking vagina you can practically see her labia fucking like dripping out of her skirt.
We're not there yet.
Yeah.
Don't spoil the count.
It's just supposed to be it's so fucking obviously like fan service bullshit.
Oh yeah,
Anyways.
100%.
Of course the guy has like huge numbers on his back where you can see like he's muscular. Yeah.
Well, this girl has it like under her eye.
Yeah.
That guy's in his arm. Whatever. Fucking who cares? We're not gonna talk like Suminazuki's been like a connoisseur of like tasteful women designs.
Yeah.
Is there a reason Astrea has her fucking tits hanging out?
No.
Yeah. There we go. Anyway.
That's true. Minazuki was the one who pioneered fucking armor where you can see their underwear constantly.
That is true. To the point where he just decided no skirt in Astrea version 2.
That was the joke.
Yeah. Anyway. Fucking, so as we can see by the narration, this world is ruled by numbers, if you couldn't tell. By the
mathematicians rule all.
Yet another beautiful ass double page spread, because Minazuki Minazuki can't get enough. So she's walking around the town, asking everybody, like, I'm looking for an ace, while everyone ignores her. We can already see that those with like higher counts are like not getting girls, I guess the easiest way to say it, while like all those with lower counts are like the working class people. As she looks around, someone says, "Hey, you over there, down here," and that happens. So
this is weird.
It is kind of weird, but I really like. So for those who don't know, yes, in the chat he is wearing 5 belts. But there's a Licht. He has like belts all over. But there is, believe it or not, there is a canon reason for that, which is really neat when it happens. It's not just
he's got to take it off and like this was limiting my power.
No, nothing that stupid. But it's not just Kingdom Hearts characters. It's actually a really neat thing, and it's never even explained to you. You like have to pick it up visually. So I'll point it out when we get there.
I have no idea what it is, so I look forward to being disappointed.
No, it's cool. Anyway, so Licht over there is wearing an Okame mask, for those who don't know. Basically, it's a No mask, which No is like traditional Japanese plays, where to represent different characters, they would just simply wear masks. And so he cycles out through those throughout the manga. That's just his gimmick. Anyway, so from beneath her legs, he says, "Hi there. I go by Licht. Sorry to ask this from here, but please give me money." And she gets flustered, of course, because he said, here's one thing that I think is weird, though. Even though this is like clear fan service, for the first 10 chapters of the manga, Suminazuki inks out all the panty shots.
That is odd.
Yeah.
Like,
so it makes
what the fuck is even the point of having a fan service moment if you don't just bother to have fan service?
And that makes me wonder how much of it is maybe his editorial staff. Like I feel like from the tone of Plunderer, and you can see that over time there's less fan service for the most part.
Right.
I feel like Suminazuki wanted this to be more of like a serious action story, and then the editor was like, "Well, you're Suminazuki, you got to do something." Or it could have been the other way around, where
honestly, I think they were likely to be the other way around. Honestly,
no,
what I'm imagining happening is that Suminazuki's been working on SNO for 10 goddamn years, or 7 or 8 or whatever, how many goddamn years,
7,
and he's just like, okay, well, I'm making a new manga. So it starts off with the serious bit, and we got to put the fan service bit in there, and he's so fucking used to like going back and forth between the two that he never actually stopped to consider what the proper tone for this new series would be, and he just like fucking Minazuki autopiloted it in, and it does absolutely feel like that.
Yeah, the start of Plunderer is a little...
I mean, Licht is just acting like Tomoki here, even though later on we see that he's basically nothing like Tomoki.
Disagree, kind of. Yeah, it is pretty silly. I do agree with that. Anyway.
The chat is so far away. We're having to like squint like fucking blow out our binoculars. Like,
Oh,
yeah, I agree with you, Dim. Like, yeah, that's really good. That's a really good point you made there.
And look, it all comes back to our fucking pH thing.
Uh-huh.
Size, fat, and pH.
Yeah, fucking. We referenced the Johnny Test episode, fucking differentiating the terms fat FAT and fat PHAT.
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference, you know.
There is, yes. Anyway, so let's fucking cut these tangents down, or we'll be here for more than 3 hours. Licht.
I think it's just an inevitability, honestly.
That is true.
I've given up trying to prevent it.
Fair.
I'm trapped here for however much fucking time this takes, and eventually I'm released and can go home.
So Licht says, you see, someone asked me to go on shopping errands for them, but I used up the money at one of those shops. I lost it all in an unfortunate accident. If I don't bring the money back at the very least, I'll be dead. I don't know how I read that. He gets a nosebleed.
Yeah.
And I can't hold back anymore. Give me money, please. I actually haven't eaten for a whole week now. So please, won't you? Huh? You're pretty cute, aren't you? Yeah, this is like... Literally tonal whiplash.
Yeah,
the character.
This is pretty bad right now. A reoccurring theme is that I'm going to be insulting this a lot more than I say it will.
Yeah.
I think this is a fucking terrible way to introduce a character as a goddamn gremlin.
Weird.
Can you imagine if fucking SNO started with Tomoki just being a fucking dipshit? Like, at least it waits till episode 2 to really pull that, or at least it waits till like Tomoki gets
halfway through the episode.
Like, at least it waits a little bit. This is our very first interaction with this main fucking character of the story.
To be fair,
and he's being presented as a huge dick. This is not how you introduce a main character.
To be fair, however, that is the point, that he's like supposed to be kind of like aloof, like not what he seems, and then like you get the.
There are way better ways
I'm not
to bring
saying
that
it's
across.
done. I'm not saying it's being done the best here. This is like a bit of a goofy, and it doesn't like.
Tonal whiplash.
Yes.
Hina, you must find this. Like, hey, can I see your panties? Here, fucking.
Whatever. Okay, anyway, moving on.
It really does not work.
So
together.
he moves back and forth between asking for money and for her to marry him, and then Brown Sahara shows up.
Literally with a karate chop.
Yeah, that's the only time she does that, though. She acts nothing like Sahara.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so she chops him into a tree. She goes, cut it out. I was wondering why you were taking so long just to go buy stuff. What the hell are you doing? And then she looks over to Hina, and she's like, sorry, you okay? I'm Nana. I run the traveling tavern over there. What do you say? Want a bite to eat? It's on me. Think of it as an apology. And I do like this very much, though. Licht crawls up, and he's like, Miss Nana, may I also? My money. Huh? Where's the shopping money? As goofy as he is, I do love his stupid gremlin appearance with his like shaggy hair and dumb mask. I think it's cute.
I don't think it works, honestly.
Really?
Like, I'm not a huge fan of the masks for comedy thing. Sumizuki
like
obviously thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah, because he did it with Ikaros multiple times.
Yeah.
In fact, both of the first two masks Licht wears were ones Ikaros wore.
Mm-hmm.
But granted, they're common Japanese masks. It's not like it's
like,
reference.
Not a reference necessarily.
No, yeah. Oh, hey, Guillaume. Good to see you. It's okay. No one has read Plunderer, as it seems.
Yeah.
No
one should.
Yeah, piss off. You're going to change your... By the end of Volume 1, Sai's going to come around. It came around pretty fast.
Din in the chat said this live stream is the abyss people get sent to when the camera drops to zero.
This is what happens.
This is the punishment. Yeah.
You have to
You're all here suffering with us. Congratulations.
Well, anyway, Nana has a two-headed horse.
A horse is a horse,
there.
of course.
So
Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
So anyway, she asks Hina's name. She tells her it's Hina, and she asks her to write it for her.
You don't say.
Yes. And she writes it down. Nana notes that it's kanji, which is unusual around this sort of area, apparently.
Is it kanji or is it Chinese? I thought the whole thing was that she was potentially like a Chinese girl.
Kanji is Chinese characters.
Is
it's just adapted to Japanese.
Okay.
No, it's just kanji. Like in Japanese, it straight up says like kanji.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because kanji is just stolen Chinese characters.
It's working. As Vapor's like, I never wanted to read this, but Isaiah's making it interesting.
Yes! Yeah!
We don't have a fucking filter on we don't have a hard limiter on the microphone right now.
Oh, right.
You just deafened our listeners.
Sorry,
I'm not here to protect them with the decent audio
with
setup.
Aegis.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, guys. I hope I didn't blow your ears out. Yeah. Anyway, so I do like this little gag of like Licht reaching for it. And
Well,
then
no,
she
because you said
fucking-
okay. You said previously that like we never see a fantasy animal again, right? Like we saw a two-headed horse on that page.
Yeah, and then we never see like a three-headed squirrel or something.
Right.
It's just
Yeah.
she just has a two-headed horse.
Yeah.
Which is okay. It's just
It's
weird.
fucking horrible mutant.
Anyway.
It longs for death.
So Hina reveals that
just
she
like me and everyone in this live stream.
So Hina reveals that like she was raised in the mountains alone with her mother, and that one day her mother was what?
So just Xiang got his
The
speakers working.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. So she explains that her mother was sucked into the ground, and Nana's like, "Oh, poor thing. So she was sent to the abyss, huh?" And Hina, as she is the what do you call it? What do you call this stupid character that is exposition is shit spouted to? The everyman
audience surrogate
or audience surrogate. Yeah, she for this half of this chapter, she basically just repeats back things people say to her. So I'm going to skip most of that.
Yeah.
And Nana's like,
well, here's the question: what was the point of opening the fucking story on her mother dying if like some of the pages in this volume are just gonna be like, yeah, my mother died, it was sad. Like,
because
surely there's no point in repeating if showing us the information if she's going to say it later.
Fair, but it's a pretty page.
And not to mention we even see a fucking flashback of it happening. So I feel like the opening color page was totally pointless.
Well, what else would you start it on?
Like, I don't know.
Anyway, Nana serves exposition and says, "Take a good look around."
Serves exposition in her cafe. I'll have one exposition, please, with a side of fries.
She says, as I have made clear by this point, this world is ruled by numbers.
And because Nymph is a fucking idiot, she says, ruled by
numbers?
I don't understand any of this. Please explain. Wait, we breathe oxygen?
To be fair, this isn't like an exclusive thing. It's very common for anime characters to just be like, if not repeat it back.
To do the Metal Gear Solid thing.
Yeah, Psycho Mantis.
Yeah, where you repeat the last three words of the speaker sentence
fucking
of the question.
Otacon's just like, Snake, this world is ruled by numbers.
Ruled by numbers. Yeah,
exactly. I almost want to carry on with the Otacon for the rest of this. Everyone is a number.
Fuck it, that'll make the chapter interesting.
Everyone is a number somewhere, right? Every human born in this country must have a count of something from the moment they're born. Take this 70.
No. We're not skipping over Hina's line. I need to clearly point out to the audience that she's a fucking idiot, and this is terrible exposition. But literally, the character who lives in this world should know all of this.
But she was raised alone in the mountains by her mom.
It's quite literally like saying, "Wait, I breathe air."
She was raised
this is a part of her goddamn reality.
Here's the thing.
So the fact that she's having to have it explained to her is blatant. Shit that she should know the audience doesn't.
Here's the thing. If you were raised alone on an island, how are you expected to know concepts?
I still might fucking know what even if I don't know the word for air, I would still make my own fucking word for air.
She fucking points it out literally in the next page, like, oh, I know where my number is. She just doesn't know the terminology. Which is still annoying to have her just repeat it back. I'm not saying it's great writing, but the point is that she is raised alone. Her fucking alphabet isn't even the same as theirs because her mother taught her kanji. The point is that she's an outsider, and that is used to give exposition to.
Anyway. She's from the real world.
No, that's not where she's from. This is
right.
for everyone guessing. She is not an isekai. There's no isekai in this. A lot of people think it is, but it's not. Anyway, so Nana says, "Take this 77 on my tit right here." It's the number.
Fucking Minazuki, man.
I'm not complaining.
Yaman chat rules
by numbers.
Great.
I hope that's the whole chat. Every time we say something, we'll just be like, Psycho Mantis.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, take this 77 right here. It's the number of times a customer has told me my food tastes good. But if they say it tastes bad, it goes down.
Surely you could game I'm already interested in thinking of way more interesting world building shit than Minazuki's ever cared about so far. What if there was a person whose entire job it was to go around increasing people's counts?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he just eats at a restaurant. She pays her and he eats at a restaurant every day, and he always makes sure to say to her, "Man, your food was good." And regardless of how slowly it would happen, she would still raise her count that way.
Exactly.
Surely there'd be professions based around this, or
people,
things would be different in some other way other than just life is completely normal, except people have numbers on them.
Or you'd have Yelp bastards who would come to like
Exactly,
say your
yeah.
food is bad just because they don't like her.
Yeah,
You're going to the abyss, bitch.
Yeah, exactly. There'd be the internet troll equivalent to this bullshit.
Yeah.
But instead, it's just like it's exactly a fantasy world that you would expect, except
Whatever.
everyone has numbers.
Whatever.
And no one acknowledges.
Whatever.
any
Moving
special
onwards, Hina's like, look at the number
Terrible
on my
world
thigh.
building. Yeah,
Look at the number on my thigh, and
Yeah.
pries her legs open to
Look
look
at
at
my
the number
pussy.
on the thigh. Can you imagine some?
That's
some
what
guy,
she's doing.
Oh yeah, but can you imagine like just straight up like my count's on my cock?
Yeah,
Take a
right.
look.
It's fucking.
Anyway,
if there's precedent set with Nona, it's gotta be. Someone's gotta be.
that'd be great. Can you imagine? Like,
Ugh.
anyway, moving on.
The count gets bigger when you're dicking like fucking gets hard.
Every time I get an erection, my count increases by 1.
Yeah.
But if I fail to ejaculate, it goes down.
What the fuck is this stream?
What are numbers?
What are numbers?
Anyway, so Nana continues and she says, what's so scary about these counts is that you can't disobey the orders of anyone with a higher count than you. So if someone like me with a count of 77 tells Licht with his count of -999, I order you to do a handstand. And he says, yes, ma'am! And he just does it straight away. And he asks, Miss Nana, how long do I need to do this? Until you die. What? I like that even in the Japanese version that's written in English. It's just a fun little tidbit. But anyway. But she says, there you go. Low counts can't disobey high counts. Well, there are exceptions, but I can explain them later. Fucking Hina.
Of course, she crucially doesn't explain them here.
Yeah.
Like, she's totally fine with being the exposition machine the rest of the time, except when a crucial except when a crucial plot point later on relies on Hina not knowing this one specific thing. Then she won't explain it.
Yes. Anyway,
the writing is bad.
She can fuck off. She continues. Numbers? Do they taste good? Fucking. At any rate, differences in counts translate into differences in social standing. That's why everyone is always working like crazy to get their count up. If you can keep increasing your count, then good. But
then good. Then good happens.
But if not, then bad happens.
Oh no, not bad.
It's also possible for your count to decrease if you're unlucky and it keeps going down. If it hits 0, you get sent to the abyss. Hina, that's what happened to your mother. No one knows what happens to those sent there. Some say they're left to rot and die. And there are other rumors of a fate worse than death.
Fucking yeah.
Yeah, fucking.
So your mother's being tortured right now, or maybe she's fucking like.
This is like the equivalent to like going to an orphan and like.
Yeah.
If your mother was not baptized, she is burning in hell.
Exactly. Yeah.
But you're still here.
Yeah.
Anyway, she realizes she's being a bitch, and she's like, "What is your count measure?"
Credit to her. That's one that's a horror ever managed to grasp.
Fuck off. And she says, oh, my mom said it's the distance I've walked or something. And Nana, because the obvious question comes like, oh, if a count can be that easy, then surely there could be someone who's like, every breath I take increases my count. But she points out that like, easy counts like walking only go up for every 100 kilometers you walk. So if your count is 441, that means, are you saying you've walked over 40,000 kilometers?
Oh,
yes,
I would walk 40,000 kilometers, and I would walk 40,000 more.
And she says that I've been traveling for the last 5 years, and oh, I'm searching for someone. And Nana takes her role and says, someone? She says, I'm looking for someone known as the fabled ace.
Numbers.
Have you? Just every sentence is changed. Yeah. I'm looking for someone known as the fabled ace, ruled by numbers. When you say ace, you mean the hero of the Waste War? The one who wore a white gleaming star. Carve the total number.
Yes, I know all this. I'm looking for him. You don't need to re-explain it to me.
Look, it's a cool ass. You gotta admit, that's a cool ass fucking page. Like the fucking mountain of skulls.
I just imagine, like, I'm searching for the one called Hitler. Hitler? You mean the Nazi general in World War II who committed massacres upon millions of people and ruled over Germany with an iron fist? That Hitler? Fucking yes! If I'm searching for him, I know who he is and what he did.
Anyway, Nana says, but that's just something from a fairy tale. And Hina says, no, it's not!
Stop shaking the goddamn table!
That one was on purpose.
I hate it.
Because she put her hands on the. I'm getting into character.
Right, fucking.
Anyway.
Our audience does not give a shit if you get into character if they fucking can't hear us because they've been deafened by your bullshit.
I think they do. They seem to like.
Audience, would you like being deafened so Isaiah can get into character? Please vote in chat.
Yes.
I'm gonna make a straw poll.
No, don't fucking.
No, yes,
I'm gonna make whatever. I'm just gonna read while you're.
Yeah, I know you do that. Yeah.
So Hina says, "I heard about it in another town. I heard the fabled ace, the fabled ace was here.
I know.
Ruled by numbers. That's why I came to meet this person and a fabled ace here in this town. I can't say I've heard of one. What about you, Licht? Oh, I forgot. You can stop now. I do like that he was doing the handstand this whole time.
Absolutely.
And she says, so, what do you think? Heard of any aces around here? Then he simply shakes his head as he attempts to drink some water. Hina says, oh, I see. Hey, Hina, why are you looking for an ace any? You're looking for me? And in walks David! I specifically say his name because the manga never bothers to tell you.
Yeah, I know. You give him a cool introduction, like, in walks David. The guy who's in one chapter and who we've never learned his name.
Well, actually, he does return. But, anyway, it's
It'd be like if on the fucking previous page, we can't go fast because it loads.
Yeah.
It's like, and walks Matt, the guy right there with the hat on. Like, oh my god, it's him! Ah!
But wow, you sent us way far back. Anyway, so yes, in walks Sergeant Major David of the Alcyon Royal Army.
Major David.
Yes.
Like, he doesn't have a last name. He's Sergeant Major David.
No, just Psycho Mantis. Anyway, so he says, the fabled ace, he who dons a luminous white star, is hailed as the hero of the Waste War. That's me. I heard you were looking for me. And Nana just clearly isn't buying his shit, but Hina immediately bursts into tears and goes, you are the ace. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, I've been looking for so long. So long. And he fucking, the obvious evil person goes, what an honor. Well, in that case, I'm also a sergeant major in the military. Won't you tell me more at the outpost just ahead of here?
No one voted in the straw poll. Fuck all you guys in chat.
I like the immersive experience of a grown man simulating a young girl's voice with no shame and all the passion. Yeah, that's 2 votes not in the straw poll for me already. You lose.
Well, I own the channel, so I win automatically.
Fuck. Okay, whatever.
So Nana, you don't like to go stream on your own channel.
Nana tries to stop her, but Hina just leaves. And Nana tries to talk to Licht. Yeah,
she knows that he's fucking lying, but she allows him to go with him because, like fucking like Willy Wonka, like, no, don't come back.
That's a good comparison. I do really like this gag of Licht, like trying to drink from the water. It's fun with his mask.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
It's funny, yeah. Anyway, so she just hands him.
Funny.
She hands him. Yeah, it's funny because I said so.
Now, what is that from? From a nostalgia critic thing, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Like, haha, it's funny.
Yeah.
What am I hearing in my head? What's it from?
I don't know. And so she hands him a straw, and she's like, why don't you take that silly mask off? Asks everyone in the audience. And he simply responds, but there are some people who claim to be an ace in order to threaten others or do all kinds of awful things to girls, according to some stories I've heard. Man, it would have been really helpful after Nana asks, have you heard any stories of an ace in this town? No, but there are people who are using that to their advantage to try and molest young women.
Yeah.
But I will not bring it up.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Of all the exposition she could have brought up, that's particularly relevant.
So Nana says...
And sure is lucky she didn't, though, because then this plot couldn't happen.
But anyway, Nana says, we need to do something about this. But all those kids that were bullying Licht earlier steal his little doll thing. And I like that he's just like, hey, you kids. And he looks fucking scary as shit. And they run off. And he's like, hey, guys, hold on, wait up. And Nana wants to go after him, but she gets a customer. And so she goes over and she thinks, that guy just now, he had a lower count than Hina. Which should have been a red flag that he's not a legendary war hero.
Licht wears the mask because it would reveal his uncreative character design. That's funny.
She thinks, Hina, I just hope she doesn't get pulled into a star stake. We see this man's already all touchy-feely. Which is funny that he's trying to be presented in a bad light for
I
this.
think touchy-feely is fucking a step below what he's at right here. I think he's like full on
He's
rape.
caressing her thighs and shoulders and arms. Yes, it's very uncomfortable, and he's got the crew watching.
And it's like fucking. It's presented as like it's a fan service moment, like extra emphasis on her tits and her legs, and it's like fucking. This is really uncomfortable, Minazuki. I'm not a fan of this.
We didn't need him to sniff her hair. That's true.
Yeah, this is.
Whatever. Anyway,
this is gross.
It is gross. Yeah, I agree. So she pulls out the ballot that her mother gave to her. I guess spoilers because they immediately go a ballot, and they grab their swords immediately. And David asks Hina, "Are you a ballot holder?" And as usual, she goes, "About what?" She's descended into not even being able to repeat back to her.
Yeah.
Ruled by numbers. Hina, are you a ballot holder? Ruled by numbers.
Yeah,
what?
Exactly. Yeah.
and by her confusion, he says, "Ah, I see. So you aren't. In that case, hand it over."
Okay, this is great. Like fucking.
Even though she was literally about to.
Yeah, so he attacks her because he thinks she wouldn't have handed it over, despite the fact that she pulled it out and was like, "Here, take a look at it." So he is now attacking her to get the thing, which she was just about to hand to him.
Fucking, I love this, Daniel. Could you pretend to be an ace by drawing a star on your face with a pen? The answer is yes, as we will soon see. So he says, "Hand it over." She goes, "Ruled by numbers." This is
the best funny joke. I love it.
We're going to continue this on for the rest of the series.
Absolutely.
This is gonna be
every time we say it, just fucking like add one to your "this is shit writing" count.
That's our count. Our count is every time we say
ruled by numbers. Ruled by numbers.
This is the new Chekhov's gun.
Yeah. Chaos gun.
Yeah. What other running jokes did we have?
It was Chaos Gun. I think that was it.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we had another one. But...
Ruled by numbers.
Anyway, she says, "Did you not hear me? I said ruled by numbers." And she says, but this is a memento from my mother. And he goes, "Sick." And he fucking cuts the casting couch in half.
He cuts literally everything except her.
Except her. Well, it is a warning. And he goes, "What an annoying woman. Guess I'm gonna have to hurt you a bit."
This is hilarious. Yeah. Okay, so when I was reading this, I made the point to Isaiah that this is like the Incredible Hulk TV show, where because he needs to be angry to activate the Hulk, in every episode they would just like have a random asshole walk into the room who would give people like nipple cripples and just be like, "Har har, I'm a bit like I'm mean and I'm gonna hey Isaiah, I'm gonna bully you," just so that fucking Hulk could have an excuse to get angry and turn into the Hulk. So they just have random assholes come in and be assholes for literally no reason and to nobody's benefit except to being fucking contrivance for the story.
Whatever.
This is like one of the characters that would have been in that. Like he's just evil. Like he fucking attacks people who are trying to give him things that he wants so that he can get the things they're trying to give him. And then fucking he's like, like she dodged my attack. What an annoying woman. I guess I'll have to hurt you now. This is such terrible writing. I hate it.
Here we go. We see what an annoying woman, what a boring man.
That was way better in SNL. This is terrible writing.
This is comparable.
Hey,
you realized there's zero punctuation.
Yeah,
in case you didn't know, Sai is a thief who steals all of his jokes from funnier people than him, including me.
One of my main skills is that I've got a really good memory, and so I use that to literally just steal everyone's jokes.
Also,
I just Kirby everyone's fucking better comedy.
They said ruled by numbers is the new bye.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's right, we had bye.
Yeah, bye. So Hina says, "Wait a sec, your count, it's 320, right?" "So what if it is?"
320, Blaze.
Yeah. "My count is 441. You can't disobey someone with a higher count than you. Isn't that right?" "Why, yes, that is true, except for the thing that wasn't explained to you earlier, which I will now use to my advantage." He says, "Go ahead and bet your stars." And she goes,
"Bet my stars?
Ruled by numbers."
Why is there so much of this? This is such terrible writing.
Anyways, really? That's how ignorant you are? Well, so be it. If you don't put up your stars, there's no need for me to obey your orders. So make up your mind. Will you put your stars on the line or not? And she says, "I will, if that's what it takes to make you stop." He says, "Then we have a pact. Now, summon the anime rape hands. Let the star stake begin." Before she can even say ruled by numbers, he
Uh-huh.
comes from behind. He comes from behind and says, "You can't space out now. The star stake has already begun." And he fucking punches her in the gut. She's already getting the nymph treatment, as we can see.
Yeah.
Fucking bursts her through a wall. She apparently has wonderful stamina and durability.
Yamate.
Yeah. Yamate! Yugi!
Hanase! We've been watching
She-
Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge, so expect the references to be even more numerous than they were in the
They were
SNL book
before,
club.
yeah. Anyway, stop. Stop saying that would be the same as admitting defeat.
Ruled by numbers.
If that's she's just getting choked. Ruled by numbers. Then the star stake is mine. And the anime rape hands grab her and hold her down.
What the fuck is with this fan service?
To be fair, it also happens to the men.
I don't give a shit.
It is weird.
What is with this fan service? It is so completely. We were just in a dramatic action scene, and now we're in a fucking rapey fan service shot.
It isn't. Yeah, that's one thing that SNL.
I'm too old for this shit now.
That's one thing that SNL certainly did better.
Whenever the balance.
Yeah, whenever there's was
just none of it
a
here.
serious fight, it was rare that we'd get fan service aside from like armor getting scuffed up like in the Icarus Milan thing, but that was minor.
Yeah.
Or like the worst example on SNL is just Astrea with her no skirt.
Yeah.
And even that lasted for half a chapter. And then Sumizuki's like, okay, time to do a good design. But to be fair, this and it is weird because this really doesn't represent Plunderer as a whole. It just kind of adds to the Sumizuki is bad at first chapters thing. But it gets better much faster. Its size will stop going from a nagging Nancy very soon, I assure you, because he did when we were reading. Anyway, so he goes, ha ha ha, ha 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 ha, I can't believe it.
Now you're doing the man voice.
You don't even, I wish I could do it for things other than the laugh, because I would totally do the man nut for him. I can't believe it. You don't even know what a star stake is. Watch your count. And the hands rip off everything but one. That you're right. No one can disobey those with a higher count than them. But there's just one exception your only friend failed to inform you of. The star stake is a battle where you put your hard-earned count on the line. The winner takes the loser's count, and the loser has their count taken away from them. That's a little repetitive.
Yeah.
You have your count taken, and you have your count taken.
What wonderful writing.
Now then, let's see what your count is now. And he spreads. This is a very funny page. Okay, she's spreading her legs. Look right into her vagina. 1. That's it. Just 1. Looks like the tables have turned. My voice has become less and less serious for her because he is just a.
Because this is so shit. Yeah. Because this is
not
so
shit.
It's so bad.
Not shit. Anyway, looks like the tables have turned. I'll say it again. Hand over your ballot. This is an order, Icaros.
This is an order, Nymph. Don't you dare lose.
Don't you dare say rule by numbers.
That actually works really well considering Nymph is losing right now.
Yeah,
I didn't fucking realize
that.
This is an order, Nymph. Don't you dare lose.
Or do you want to bet your stars again? But if you lose one more time, you won't have any left. Then it'll be to the abyss for you. Ha ha ha.
This as creepy as this fucking rape is, I appreciate that. What I imagine is probably at this point unintentional comedy of this man laughing maniacally while he's fucking eating her out. Like, look at this bottom panel.
Yeah, it is.
That's exactly what it is.
That's.
That's unintentionally hilarious, I think.
When you pretend to like Animal Crossing so you can fuck a girl.
Yeah, exactly.
I have deceived you. I am not a fan of Animal Crossing.
I actually vastly prefer Stardew Valley.
I do not even know what a Nintendo is, foolish e-girl. And she...
Foolish e-girl?
Foolish e-girl.
Oh, e-girl, yeah. Okay.
Anyway, she goes, Why would you do such a horrible thing? You're the fabled ace, aren't you? Why? And he goes, yes, I'm sorry, you are right. A fabled ace such as myself. Fool! I used a sticker!
What the fuck?
Yeah, so earlier in the chat...
Do they have sticker printing technology in this fucking bullshit fantasy
as we
world?
will see, they do have I won't get into spoilers, but anyway.
Uh-huh.
So yes, not only could you use a pen, you can use a sticker, and as we will see, stickers are kind of the isekai cheat of this series. Anyway, so he goes, "Fool, like that could actually be true." Really? A fabled ace? Of course they don't exist! Are you filthy commoners really that ignorant? Ruled by numbers. That's the name given to the hero of the Waste War, right? But what a shame! The Waste War took place over 300 years ago. Got that? We're talking 300 years. Even if the legend of the ace really was true, there's no way they'd still be alive. Looks like it was all in vain. 5 years?
I'm gonna fucking burst this tangent really quick.
Yeah.
You remember in fucking chapter 77 where as I was describing fucking the rule not having a backspace button, I gradually got less and less serious. And you're like, I can tell what you think of the writing right now because of how stupid your voice is getting.
Fair.
There's a lot of that happening right now.
Whatever. Anyway, I do like that they're all just laughing at her like a playground.
Yeah, no, even the fucking background character's like, "Ha, boss, you got hurt good."
Pranked.
Yeah, pranked, bro.
Oh, you believed your mom?
Apparently,
pranked.
Apparently, literally everyone's a huge fucking asshole in this world. So that's interesting.
Anyway, so 5 years, 40,000 kilometers, all because you fell for your stupid mother's faceless words. It was all for nothing.
What a dumb bitch.
So give me that ballot.
What a worthless human being you are. That is what it should be a shame if someone came to your defense in this exact moment, wouldn't it? But there's no possible way that could happen, could there?
I'm here
to
save her at the right possible moment, for I am Licht back.
The writing is so bad.
Whatever, but the art is so good. Look at this cool ass page. Of him.
I think the bad guy looks kind of goofy. Fucking.
I like how a lot of people said he looks like Lelouch.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah. Explains why he's a punk.
Lelouch is awesome. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Lelouch sucks ass. He's a good character, but he's a fucking asshole.
That's the point.
Not a single person is interested in the nearby assault of a woman by a gang.
Yeah, fucking background characters. Or are they in their fucking like headquarters or something?
They were, and now she threw her out the wall.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So they have Mizuki has no excuse.
It is me, Masked Minnows.
Yeah.
He's more like Yoshitsune.
Yeah.
In both personality and design. But anyway, he says, "I will," and he goes, "Oh, you'll bet your stars? You heard that right. For this battle, I'll be the one to fight for her." And he reveals his count as -999. And he goes, "Huh? What's with your count? -999? What a surprise! You're the lowest of the low! With this, you're next in line for the abyss!" And he cuts him up a bunch. He cracks his mask, cuts up his cloak and hair.
Why would he let himself get hit?
Because he's cool. He's doing like the overpowered main character thing where you just let yourself get hit.
Ignoring fucking why Minazuki wanted it to happen this way. Why would the character want it to happen this way?
Well, there's a specific line. It's spoilers if I say. There's one thing that you can take from it, which is kind of neat. But
he's a fucking idiot.
No, it's a symbolic thing. But I don't. You'll probably still call it stupid after. But I think
probably.
It's kind of cool. Anyway, so
I love this.
Yeah, so she goes, "Licht!" And then the background soldiers say, "You hear that? This guy's -999. I've never seen that before. I mean, it's -999. You know?
Roll my numbers.
Wait, sir, what is it? Isn't there something off about this? I mean, he's ruled by numbers. So what if he is? It just means he's lower than rock bottom. No, but if his count is below 0. Why hasn't he been sent to the abyss yet?"
I love this.
Yeah.
This is so great. This is such bad writing.
Oh,
this is like a masterclass of bad writing, honestly.
It's because they're...
Okay. This is a firmly established rule of their universe. That if your count goes to 0, you get sucked in by the abyss. Every single person here clearly sees that he has a -999, which, as far as that, like, it's not like we don't have the excuse that Hina did, where she's fucking raised in the countryside and knows fucking nothing for no reason except that it makes it easy for Sumizuki to exposition in his fucking first chapter. They don't have that excuse. They are perfectly familiar with all of this bullshit, except they don't realize for no reason until after the fight's already begun, and when they can't do anything or stop it anymore. So just imagine in your head, like this fucking world-class boxer is like in his ring. It's like, haha, no one can beat me. And then a fucking like a guy who is like 6 inches tall walks in and is like, I can beat you. And the guy's like, ha, you're 6 inches tall. This will be so easy. And then they start fighting. And then the guy from the sideline's like, wait a minute, sir, humans can't be 6 inches tall. And he goes, what? You're right. Humans can't be 6 inches tall. Something has to be going on here. Like, they don't realize this incredibly out of place thing for no reason. For like they're delayed by realizing this for like a minute, specifically because like Minazuki wants to have this be a big dramatic reveal.
To be fair,
he is relying entirely on the fact that the audience doesn't know the rules, even though the characters in the story should absolutely know the rules.
Anyway, ruled by negative numbers.
That's such terrible writing.
And whatever. I think cool art. Look at the cool art.
It's shiny. Wave the keys in front of. Sorry. Sorry.
Did I say need? You elbowed my tooth.
Sorry. Wave the keys in front of the face. It's pretty art.
It works for me.
Pretty art.
So he says his count of negative 999 is being nulled. He has another counter!
Nulled? It should be nullified. Nulled's not a word.
Nulled is a word.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
Nulled is a word.
How do you figure this out? Null. I've never heard the word null before. It's always been nullified.
Nulled.
No. That's a website. What's the definition? Nulled. Combine with another in order to create a null.
Cancel out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it works.
Okay.
It just saves space.
I guess it's just odd.
Yeah, anyway. So he rips open his giant-ass doll to reveal that inside is a giant-ass sword because he is a ballot holder.
It's a dream span from Monogatari.
It's a no-dachi.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so these are real Japanese blades. It's the kind that like Sephiroth uses. I'm sure you should go back to the stream, by the way.
Oh yeah.
The kind that like Sephiroth uses. It's like a katana, but they're usually between 5 and 6 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty impractical, but they're also just cool as fuck if you ask me. Anyway,
I mean, every Japanese sword is impractical. Like
that is true. Yeah,
they're all shit.
Yeah.
Like
Katana,
they do look awesome.
No, that's the thing. Like katanas, if it were to go against any other sword,
right? Yeah, they shatter. Yeah.
No, the broadsword hits it, it breaks. But they're cool.
Famously, the only reason they're curved is because Japanese steel was weaker back then, and they had less of it, so they had to get creative to make decent swords.
It does cut well though. Like most other swords are more.
I wonder what you could do these days. Like I've always wondered, like, what a person said, like what a master craftsman with like modern materials and production shit, if they set out to create like the perfect sword could actually do, if they made it out of like carbon fiber or some ridiculously awesome shit. Like if you gave like a master craftsman like 10 grand to build the perfect sword, what could they come up with, right?
Really
I'm always curious about that because I feel like it's possible to create a badass weapon like that's actually badass.
Yeah.
I just with modern shit, I just wonder if that could be done.
Oh, yeah, that'd be neat. Anyway, so
I'd buy an actually useful, super badass 10 grand sword. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, fucking defend your house.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this line is
okay. Like person holds a pistol at you versus person comes at you with a huge fucking sword.
Yeah.
Who are you gonna be more scared of? Honestly.
The sword.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this line is important. That's why I say it has some significance. Why I let himself get hit. He says, "Thanks for that. I finally feel free now," which does have significance later.
Okay. I don't know it, so
yeah, it'll be neat when you find out. Well, I think it's neat. You'll probably be like, "I'm nitpick everything." Anyway, so he goes, "What?" He says, "Hey, Hina, you ought to stop looking for the ace. He's no hero. He's just a murderer.
A zero.
He's just ruled by numbers. So stop looking for him and just live a normal, happy life. Go work at Miss Nana's place or something, okay?"
I got hyped up because Dan fucking bullshitted me in chat. Like, he's like, "Science, it's called a progressive knife." And I looked it up, and it's fucking thing from Evangelion.
Here's the thing. Giom agrees. This is very true. Given the trend of Minazuki's other work, I do think it's a trend of Minazuki to start okay or bad, according to Sai, and then to get great and amazing.
That's not a good thing, though.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I get your argument.
Your first impression is the most important thing in the world.
That is
your
fair.
first chapter should be the most important part of the manga.
Well, that is true, and by this point, I do think that Minazuki should, because we've seen how much better his writing quality improves. At this point, I do think that he should be better.
He's better than this, yeah.
But
I'm not fucking. I don't hate him. I'm just like an angry parent. Like, you can do better.
No, yeah, it's just that after coming off
yeah.
of 77 and now being back to like volume 2 to 3 quality,
yeah,
it's just like But it does pick up very fast, as you even admitted.
Yeah, it does pick up, but like the fact that the first chapter is so bad is.
Anyway,
I really wouldn't blame anyone if they couldn't get past the first
I
chapter.
do agree that I do get the sense that Minazuki just had a lot of fun with this because I have fun reading it,
Yeah.
but Sai can't.
Yeah.
Anyway, he says, but even so, for the 5 years you spent walking, believing in your mom's words. Wait, no, the whoops, I read that wrong. The 5 years you spent walking, believing your mom's words, isn't something that anyone should be allowed to insult. So, I'll have you return the count you stole from her. And we see, I'd love the fucking shot of his mask crumbling as he pulls out his sword.
That is cool.
Yeah. And we see.
I mean, I have a lot of problems with the first chapter. The art is not.
No, it's amazing.
The art's great.
It's fucking. I love just the little piece left, like covering the other side. And we see his count is fucking 5,700. And as the soldier points out, no, he's no plain ballot holder. That star, the fabled ace. And that's where we leave off. So yeah, that was the first chapter of Plunderer.
It was shit.
It was okay. Yeah, this will be like the first like 3 or so chapters. Just me being like, it wasn't half bad, and Sai being like, it was full bad.
I am much more sensitive to bad writing than you are.
Yeah, you definitely are.
Not to mention you're like much bigger into like Minazuki's
Yeah, no,
I
admit I have a bias.
You drink in much deeper and more readily from the Kool-Aid than I have.
That is true. No, I am perfectly admit I am a lot more biased than you, and you are more of like a critical writer. Like you're not just in terms of other people's work, but you're very hard on your own.
Oh, writing. Absolutely, yeah.
So I can understand why these things would bother you. For me,
writing quality specifically is a huge thing. Yeah. If you can't get that right, it's gonna be you better have some really good other shit.
That is fair. Well, he does art.
The art helps, but it's not.
But it picks up very quickly, so it's not the worst.
Yeah. I mean, when you combine the art with, you have the art being a good thing, but in the first chapter alone, you have like really terrible fan service, rape scenes, and shitty writing. Like those two negatives vastly outweigh the good art. But there are a billion other manga I can read that have good art, and most of them have better writing.
Anyway, I think this chapter was ruled by numbers.
Yeah, it finishes off the fabled ace? Question mark.
Yeah, just replace it with a question mark right there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna edit this picture.
Ruled by numbers.
Yeah, I'm gonna take every chapter of Plunderer for whenever we finish it, and I'm gonna change the text of every like first sentence of a chapter to ruled by numbers.
So you have time to do that, but not to go back and fix the fucking first 10 chapters of SNL.
Yes. I'll if I am motivated enough. Whatever.
So far, my counter is for reading pages of Plunderer.
A very heavy task.
A weary task indeed.
Kool-Aid bottoms up. Yeah. Isaiah, are you wearing pants? Yes, I am. Why did you think I was not wearing
Isaiah's naked, and I just haven't mentioned it so far.
No, yeah.
We're cuddling together.
We're in the.
We're both bum buddies, and we're just like this is we're having a sex orgy just below camera that you guys can't see. It's really great.
No, yeah. Just gotta make sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because the mic is like positioned like perfectly. Like it's like anime censorship, like it's just blocking out my dick.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, do we have any other thoughts?
Yeah. Now Daniel brings up a really good point, which is like 1 useless fan service shot, 7 pages of uncomfortable rape, and 100% exposition. Like I have dropped different things that were way better about their exposition than this first chapter.
I just don't think it's that bad. I think
it was so much goddamn text, so much just like characters who should know shit. Like, just not knowing shit for convenience.
There's definitely better ways. Like, show, don't tell is always the rule.
Yeah.
Which this was tell and then repeat.
And then rule. We made a joke about how much they repeated shit in this chapter. Like,
well, just to make sure we don't repeat ourselves, is there anything else we have to say?
Ruled by numbers. I really don't like it. It's bad.
The idea that you're just completely erect whenever you read Plunderer is pretty funny, though. It's not that far off, if I'm being honest.
It is pretty for me. Fucking rape scenes were uncomfortable.
There's no lolicons! Where's my little girls? I can't enjoy Plunderer.
Fucking pretty much.
I'm shy.
Apparently. That's how I talk, by the way.
All right, so chapter 2.
There are no lilies, and that is also a huge detriment.
Not yet.
Yeah, no.
Although there's no lily main characters.
Yeah, I'm told there's a blonde one later on, which is a selling point.
Yeah, that's Jill Love Charles.
Yeah.
And
Charles is a terrible name for a lily.
It's thematically relevant. Anyway, read second chapter. Chapter 2.
No, I have to read bullshit. This sucks.
You read good shit. Chapter 2 is great.
Ruled by numbers. A long time ago in this world, there was a great conflict known as the Waste War. It lasted for many years, as opposed to those wars drove were in 2 minutes. There were many who thought the end would come only once humanity had been wiped out and the earth reduced to ashes.
First of all,
However,
before you move on, can we talk about how cool this page is?
yeah, it's okay.
Like the amount of soldiers that he had to draw in the background. The fact that they're all wearing each army has a different set of armor and helmets. It's just really good detail, and I can't wait for it all to be CG blob when it comes to the anime.
Oh, we didn't even mention this is getting an anime.
Oh yeah, this is
getting.
One of the main reasons we're doing this and doing it now.
The only main reason we're doing this is because Isaiah forced me to.
Well, yeah, that's the main reason.
Anime be damned. But there's also coincidentally there's also an anime coming out.
Yeah, so when the anime comes out, we'll be doing reviews, rants, whatever it'll be. We will be doing videos on it.
Will we?
Yes. We just put on
if we cover the manga, what the fuck's the point of doing the anime? It will be exactly the same thing.
To compare.
If you want to do that, that's fine. I don't know that I'm going to be down for a weekly thing where
it doesn't have to be weekly.
Compare the anime.
We can wait till the anime's over. We don't have to do.
You might get me to do a anime wrap up, big live stream for that. I don't think I'm going to do episode by episode though.
No, I don't. Doing an episode by episode isn't worth it. I was thinking that once the anime's over, we can do.
That's fine. Yeah, if you want to do a live stream at the end, it's fine.
No, I'm not going to do a weekly reaction to.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was
Because then all we'd say is
the same shit we've been saying.
Same shit, only the art's worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, it is.
The art will absolutely be worse by the way.
Oh, you can I have some hope for it.
I don't.
Yeah, there is
the only thing you need to know is that it's directed by the guy who directed Gonna Be the Twin Tail
and Oremo.
Yeah, and Oremo.
Yeah. But it is being made.
If that's not a fucking Doom prophecy, I don't know what is.
It's being made by a rookie studio called Geek Toys, who have done 2 or 3 other shows at this point.
But you never heard of.
They've but I am. Here's the thing.
This is Isaiah's resolve. He's it might maybe be kind of okay.
Here's the thing. First of all, the composer is the same one from Ancient Magus Bride, so at least we'll still have the tradition of Suminazuki series having really fucking good music, so I'm really excited for that. The voice actors are actually fans of the manga, and they fit the characters really well from what they've heard from the trailers. So at the very least, I can do the SNL thing where I whenever I go back to read the manga, I'll have a mental picture in my head. And I just want Suminazuki to make more money. I want him to be successful. And I'm at the point where if this can do that,
Yeah, it'd be nice. Personally, I'm just worried about what a shitty anime adaptation would do to his reputation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here we go. Reminds me of Fire Force. Great art, bad writing, quality. Most famous manga after
Fire Force had writing? ?
Yeah, Fire Force isn't terrible writing, but it
was pretty bad.
It's pretty standard shonen. It's I enjoy it, and I really like the David Productions adaptation because they carry over they're great music, they're great sound design from JoJo. I love that the main character is voiced by Asta because I'm a huge Black Clover fan. I
think you're literally the only one in the entire world.
Fuck off, Black Clover's great. The manga is really good. The anime. Well, Geek Toys helps on the anime, so
that's a fucking ringing endorsement.
They're one of the B teams. But anyway, point is,
it's getting an anime.
It's getting an anime. We will review it when it eventually comes out.
It's probably gonna be shit.
It'll. I don't have high expectations, but I'm excited that it exists. If that makes sense. I'm happy it's here, but I'm not hyped.
Gotta have high hopes for a living.
Shooting
for the stars.
Moving on. So anyway,
I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes.
Moving on. Look at these cool ass designs.
Wow, they're so fucking generic.
No, they're really cool.
You got guy in hood, you got guy in fucking Shogun uniform. You've got.
It's really cool.
You remember that episode of Avatar where Aang dressed up in the fucking armor?
Yeah.
I'll get an armor set too, and then he has the most over-designed anime costume in the history of the world.
Cool.
That's what that guy has.
I like these.
That's what that guy has.
I like these a lot.
It's hilarious.
I like it, and I love the imagery of them standing on a pile of skulls. It's really cool.
Because no one's ever used that before. My mind flashes to the fucking shitty Man of Steel film, and Superman sinks into a field of skulls because he let everyone die.
I'm Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fucking. I think that speaks to the level of writing quality right.
Continue reading, good sir.
One day, out of the blue, heroes known as aces appeared. They wore white shining stars, carved their number of defeated foes onto their blades, and showed strength beyond what was believed to be humanly possible. Thanks to their efforts, the seemingly endless Keyblade War simply drew to a close, and peace was brought to the world once more. But just as peace appeared, the aces were said to have but when the world needed them most, they vanished. Hundreds of years have passed.
Literally
and Nymph discovered the new avatar. A boy named Licht. And while his fucking sword skills are great, he has a lot to learn before he can stop raping girls. But I believe Licht can save the world.
Kyler in the chat actually read fucking My Messiah. My Messiah is really good. I would say that it's Sumizuki's second best series behind Sora no Tashimono. It's just that the art is garbage.
Yeah, no, Kyler's all over the SNL Reddit, so I assume he's a pretty big Mizuki fan.
Oh my god, I'm so glad you're here, Kyler. I love you. Yeah. I love everyone that's here.
But him especially. I love some people more than others.
It just makes me happy to see people who read My Messiah, because it's very underrated.
Some animals are more special than others.
I'm going to continue reading.
An ace. A fabled ace. He's an ace. Eek! Pipe down, you fools. It's all a bluff. I'm reading the shitty villain voice. It's all a bluff. Ruled by numbers. Use your brain. The aces are heroes from 300 years back. How can a human from 300 years in the past still be alive? Well, but he's right. But fucking the Sergeant General is right. Sergeant Major is right. It's fucking so far away. I have a tiny ass laptop screen. I can't fucking read this bullshit. No ace can still be alive. How dare you try to trick us? You know, like how we tried to trick people into thinking that we were an ace. How dare you try to trick us into thinking you were an ace?
Fucking, if My Messiah is the second best one, then why are we reading this?
I like that he has a joke.
Yeah. I would say Plunderer is the third best, though. So it's close, and it could surpass it. It just depends how it ends. You know, I'm comparing a finished series to... Thanks, I spit all over my laptop screen.
Well, I was leaning in trying to read this fucking bullshit.
All right, so anyway.
If you want to read it, be my guest. He fucking disappears.
Cool ass shockwave.
Yeah, anime trope. Fucking.
It's so cool though. Like, look at the detail on like the ground cracking, and it's neato.
The art's not really special anymore.
Yes, no. Here's your argument is stupid and bad.
Yeah.
So Sai's argument is that the art is consistently so good that it's not special, just like One Punch Man. That is such a fucking... For someone who appreciates, like, writing quality so much, you have zero appreciation for art quality. Because, like, if you want consistently good writing but can't appreciate consistently good art, you're stupid. I'll just straight up say you're stupid. The art is phenomenal. Like, just look back on how much we've come, even just from Sora no Tashimono.
Right.
Even the ending.
I mean, the art is good. And I freely admit that. It's just like, I don't know, I feel like, you know, like, stopping to be like, oh my god, look at the art on this page, is like, yeah, it's exactly the same quality as the entire rest of it, yeah.
But
you're absolutely right.
Yes, but it's a cool, like it's an action shot, it's different, you know.
Well, now I'm just judging with someone, like, taking the art out of this is just an anime trope.
Whatever.
Like, fucking, like, they go to attack him, but he's already, you know, omore,
but it's
shinderu, and he's behind them, and you're already, like, sorry, kid, nothing personal. Chops their head off.
Omae wa mo shindeiru.
What the fuck?
Nani?
Yeah.
Get it right.
Yeah. Hey, fucking, he appears behind him and goes, nothing personal. That's all this is nothing personal, kid bit.
Yeah.
And, you know.
It's cool, though.
Yeah.
So, like, this line is as fucking cliched as it is, it's still like...
Do you want to read it so you can give it proper emphasis?
Yeah, kinda, I guess. What's the matter? Why so taken aback? All I did was walk. And he fucking blows him back! Hits the wall! And just as he walks towards him, he's like getting just crushed into the wall. It's cool! This is cool! You have no appreciation for the good things in life.
For the rule of cool, yeah.
The rule of cool, yeah. Which is, like, for someone who likes Kill la Kill, you should be appreciating
Kill la Kill is good writing to back it up now.
Whatever. but you can still appreciate, like when Ryoko goes zoom across the screen, hits the Satsuki, you had those moments. Like,
yeah. But then I cared about the characters and the writing was good.
I also
and right now we have a generic main character who so far has raped a girl and also apparently is awesome, fighting a fucking like cartoon villain. and I can't really say I'm that invested in this conflict at the moment.
Just keep reading.
Mm-hmm. Now it's time for you to give it back. If he could talk, he would have said ruled by numbers. The count you stole from her, the path she walked while she was trusting in her mother. I'm sure some of those were just like her, like, you know, jogging to work out or whatever. Her 5 years.
Like, this is so good. The wall like shatters behind him just from the force.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
There's two kinds of people in this world.
Those who are ruled by numbers and those who aren't.
That's funny. So fucking, what's her face? What's her tits? See something explode. She's like, good for him. Fucking.
That's basically a good way to sum it.
Death. Yeah.
We're both liars,
Yeah.
and we let this girl almost get raped.
Yeah.
But we're making up for it.
It's him going wild, the fabled ace. The one who, so now she's doing more exposition to no one this time to make the writing even better. She's talking to herself in exposition.
No, she's talking to the old man because he asked, like, what is that?
Regardless, the one who wields a great sword the length of his body and has a negative count of 999 on his left hand, said to be one of the fabled aces. With legs capable of insane force unlike any human.
Just talking about it like it's a car.
Yeah. Just the car meme, like, I like this, but this baby's better.
The fucking Nymph and Harpy one that was made. I love
that. He can cut down his opponents using his untraceable movements, and he fucking, like, disappears.
Yeah.
This is why he is known as the Ace of Flashing Strikes.
I fucking love it's like, because before the Suminazuki lines I used to feel were like kind of lazy, but now he's like stylized them and like really used them to create like perspective, and so I really like that's how it demonstrates like his flashing strikes. But anyway, the old man replies, ruled by numbers.
but he's got your voice for that funny. But he's got a count of 999. Negative's gotta mean he's weak, right? I love how fucking he realizes this when the soldiers didn't realize for like a minute. About that. And then that's the number of times he's been turned down, which is not an answer to his question, by the way. That's the number of times he's been turned down by a woman. And Hina's in the air, and she's like,
First of all, that's a great reveal.
Yeah,
it's funny. It's funny. Like, it's not like fucking Daedalus twist, but it's like, that's good. He's a fucking loser. And this shot of like, because we're so used to seeing like beautiful shots from the sky, but now we're seeing like a reversed perspective. And it's goddamn pretty. Also, I'm glad we're using the official scans because now we can actually appreciate the quality of his clouds.
That's true. This is pretty.
No, that's why I didn't want to use the shitty fan ones.
Yeah.
No, also, just because they got names wrong.
Right. Yeah. That's
anyway.
Fair. So Hina's like, Licht? He's like, did you open your eyes? Sorry about that. You're not scared. I'm sorry. I just kind of. But more importantly, Licht, you must be hungry, right? He's like,
ruled by numbers.
Yes. Hungry. In that case, I'll treat you to a meal once we get back. So please, don't worry. I promise I'll get your count. Or, don't worry, I'll promise I'll get your count. She's like, it's not about my count. Please, don't get hurt. Person I literally just met. Aren't you the one who's injured? Okay, I understand. I won't get hurt. And he flashes at the guy, and he goes back down. That's fucking, like, Looney Tunes gravity remembers that fucking he's supposed to be falling right now. He looks down, he's like, oh yeah, that's right. I'm just gonna,
whatever.
I'll get your count back. Head home, and eat dinner together with you. It's a promise. This is cool.
This is such a, like, the fucking sonic, it's a sonic boom. The clouds are asunder.
Sonic boom.
Sonic boom. Fucking... it's just so good. The fucking his expressions is everything. The ground is already cracking just from the force of him coming down. And then the next, yes, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. Like the Sonic, he does like the thing that the Sonic boom does, where the rings, and it's boom. It's a big explosion.
Sonic and rings.
I didn't the clouds like separate is pretty. It's pretty.
It's pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty colors.
Anyway, I love that. Like, he's missing a shoe. He's like fucking crushed.
He looks like fucking Ram in that one episode of ReZero.
Anyway.
He's like, want me to stop? He's like, rule by numbers. And he pries. Is that a thing you can do where you can like do a star battle but then give the stars to someone else?
Yeah, because he fought it in her stead. Yeah.
Right, but is that a thing?
Apparently.
Okay. That wasn't terribly well explained. So he gives the count back to Hina, and he's like, "Hey, I'm not hurt, yay!" And she's like, "Yes, yes,
Hi.
yes,"
Hi.
in a way that is totally natural in English.
It just doesn't work in English, but in Japanese, it's just like, hi.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
I finally found him.
See, look at Minazuki's great expression work there. You can really like see the regret and remorse.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, so he snatches the ballot.
She takes the thing out of her hand. He's like, "Guess this is mine now, huh?" She's like, "Nani?"
Ruled by numbers?
Yeah. Like, well, you see, you can sell ballots for more money than you could even imagine. Starting tomorrow, I'll be living the high life. And she's like, Licht, that's... He's like, you're a real pain now, you know that? Do you not get it yet? My count is 57,000 and yours is 760. Well, in that case... in that case... Wanna bet stars?
Let's see. I don't know, Isaiah. I'm not too on board. I'm not too on board on cool characters just being cool. Well, here's I'm not saying that that's all the manga has to offer. I'm just saying that
it's got pretty art and nothing else.
I know shut the fuck up. The first chapters are rough, but like, hey,
and they have no
who's
right
gonna
to
count how many times they say rule by numbers and make it their official counter? Oh God!
Unfortunately, it's so easy that our count will only go up every 1,000 times we say it. We got a lot more. Strap in.
No, I understand the argument. Like, I definitely think that like a manga. Well, I'd say that there are some exceptions where some series can live solely on spectacle, but it does ring hollow if there's nothing else there. But Plunderer does have more there. It's just that the start doesn't really indicate that very well, which is a critique. It's fair, but I'm biased.
Yeah,
anyway,
that's obvious.
So continue.
Ruled by numbers. And she says, "But all this time I've been..." He's like, "You don't want to give it up for free? Okay then, I'll give you this mini Pookie Pie doll. And that's fair trade, right?"
Your precious family memento? This fucking thing I keep in my dirty cloak.
Yep. And she's like, "But Mom told me to look for the ace. There are other people who go by that name. I'm not the one. I'm not the droid you're looking for." As he blasts off. And she's like, "Licht? Licht?" And she goes back to town to fucking Brown Sahara. And she's like, "Oh, welcome back, Hina." She goes, "Where's Licht? And what's the matter?" And they sit down and they have a talk about it. She's like, "I see." And she says, "What do you think I should do from now on?" She says, "Even then, even the keepsake you've had of yours was taken. What do you want to do now? Or what to do now? Ruled by numbers, huh?" That's... And then she listens to the doll. And she's like, "Why don't you try holding on to this doll for the time being?" She's like, "A doll? But it's fine. Just keep it with you. It won't take long. You'll figure out what to do." And she has the doll, and she realizes it's shaking. And then it explodes into pigeons. But were they living in there?
I don't know.
Or is it magic?
Magic.
Do they have magic? Is that ever a thing?
I don't know.
Does anyone cast a spell?
It's not like literal magic, where people have like magical powers. But I look, I can't justify how he has living doves in there. Although the doves could just be flying from above, overhand.
That's not what's being fucking...
That's not. I'm just trying to explain.
Yeah.
It's kind of dumb, but it's pretty imagery. But there is a reason why, kind of. You'll see when we learn more about Licht. Anyway, it doesn't explain how he could fit living doves, but it explains the rest. So she has her ballot back.
I love this. You see, the thing about ballots is simply having one's a serious crime. So he gave it to you in that doll just so that the military wouldn't find out. But then, like, you opened it in the middle of town, you dumb bitch. So way to, like, ruin all that.
Well, they were at her closed tavern anyway, so it's not like people were around. And then she can just shove it back in her fucking bag. Anyway.
You refuse to do that. That's a lot of soul. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so here we go. If no one had plundered it from you...
Yay!
Roll credits.
Roll credits.
I doubt an innocent person like you would have lasted for more than 3 days. And she goes out of town. Like, for some reason, Licht's riding on a cart as opposed to just flying through the air. Like,
no, yeah, that is kind of... It's for dramatic.
Yeah, no, it's just so that she can actually catch up to him.
Yeah, because
even though there's no possible way she can catch up to him.
Anyway.
Shady writing. She says, I've been searching for you all this time. I've been all alone ever since the day I lost my mom. I said for the 5th time. I love the shot of her walking, like for years and years. I've been all by. It's literally just like her as like a 6-year-old, and then as a 10-year-old, and now.
Yeah.
Like fuck you. It's just like literally the exact, like in the exact same clothes with the same fucking staff. Just like she just fucking. It's unintentionally funny, I think. So it reminds me of like fucking I was gonna say Grigner. What's his face? Conan on like on the wheel. He's like gradually getting older, and it's like unintentionally funny how he's just like there 20 years later, but he's just buff now. So when you called out to me today, I was taken aback, but deep down, I was happy. It's been so long since I've talked this much with anyone, and it was the first time anyone's been this kind to me. Licht, you said you'd have dinner with me, right? You said we'd go back and eat together. You promised. I beg you, wait.
Monte! But I just really need to compliment how good Minazuki's expressions are. Like, you can read so much from his glance there. Like, the remorse, the annoyance, the like... It's like such a mixed thing of feelings.
I agree, but it's completely detracted from by her like flopping tits in that same shot.
Whatever. Anyway, and then
you liar! And then he puts on his mask in shame. What could it mean? I hate you.
And now here's the fucking Kino. The fucking cut to black.
And his count goes to -1000.
Yeah, because
Plunderer.
It's so good. This is like when we talked about.
That's cool.
Yeah, how we talked about we've mentioned it multiple times. That Minazuki like basically does storyboardist jobs for them when he makes their anime, because he does his paneling so cinematic. So the fact that like the hard cut to black with the title of the series is so cool.
It's really an anime thing to do. That's not really a manga thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like how like in the Harpy arc, like there was the cut of like
they shoot
her gun and then it cuts the fireworks, which would work so great as an anime. It's the same here.
Absolutely,
it's so good. Oh, I fucking love Plunderer. Anyway, read.
She's crying, and then someone says, "I see." So the bout ended up with you in the end. So wait again. Fucking, she's a dumb bitch.
Yeah.
And it's one of the generic bully guys, and she says, "You're don't get the wrong idea. I was never interested in your ballot to begin with. I'm here to give you my thanks." You're here to thank me?
Rule by numbers.
Thank you. We found the ace because of you. Here's a small token of our appreciation. It's from my real head officer. I don't know why there needed to be a twist about who he really worked for. Or I guess, he has like technology, so I guess fucking he's like from the real world or some bullshit.
No, I keep telling you, it's not an isekai.
Whatever.
Anyway.
Still, I gotta say that was amazing, wasn't it? To be able to blow people away just by walking. Do you think he's able to move faster than the speed of sound?
Ruled by numbers?
If this one actually matters, though.
This one does matter.
This isn't bad.
No, this one makes sense. Yeah.
So she says the speed of sound? What are you talking about?
Yeah, because this is a fantasy world, and all of a sudden he's talking about like scientific things.
And then he pulls out a fucking like Bluetooth headset.
No, but even before that, he's like the way he hits the ground, it's like a bomb. And then he starts talking about like gravity and acceleration and shit.
Yeah.
So obviously this guy,
he's supposed to be saying sciencey shit that she doesn't know about. So her saying the speed of sound, for once in the fucking manga, actually makes sense.
Yeah. And then he pulls out a Bluetooth headset and he's like, "This won't do. I need to make a report." So I finish it.
He says, "What is that?" And he says, "Konnichiwa." Yes, it's me.
Mosh mosh.
Yes, mosh mosh. Hey, right. Yeah, mosh mosh is the problem. Yeah. Like, she says, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Yes, you're exactly right. Yes, I'm certain. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. It's a code 001. The ace of flashing strikes. Licht Bach is alive."
And that's the end of chapter 2. Coolest shit. Your thoughts?
Still lots of shit writing.
But the art was pretty good, I guess.
But the art was pretty good, I guess. Why don't you just tell me what my opinion was?
Okay, so you think it's dumb, you don't like Hina.
That's true. I don't like Hina.
The bully gang is stupid.
Yes.
You think the art was really cool, though.
The art's good, yeah.
And That's
I'm not like
that's
fucking.
about as much
I'm
as I
not
can strap.
jizzing myself because of it like you
I
are.
am, yeah.
But
I'm full boner right now.
hmm
The way Sai is
His
reacting,
dick count's going up quite a bit.
the way Sai is reacting to the manga reminds me of a boyfriend who went to a comedy movie on a date. He doesn't want to laugh because it would feel like the movie beat him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I will happily admit when the manga is good. It's just
which you
not good
will
yet.
next chapter.
It's just not good yet.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like Guillaume said, the ending is a lot. Yeah, this is so cool.
This
So
this is a decent ending. This has a lot of promise. It's showing, like the bit where he like walks away is the start of like with the decent writing.
mhm.
Up until then, it's just been such a slog.
I'll be back with the
Yeah,
CH.
yeah.
I love you. But no, yeah, I will say that like the latter half of chapter 2 is really where the manga's really starts, is
hmm
as rough as it is to say, where like this is where cool shit here. It's not just a fantasy series. There's some like covert underground
There's some
hidden
bullshit happening
technology
here that
shit.
sets us apart from every other
Yeah.
fantasy show.
Yeah, no, and it's cool. It's really cool. And it's
It's a
just so
shame.
cinematic.
It's a
Like
shame. Like here's an idea. How about instead of the opening color page, which was pointless of Hina shit, why not the opening color page maybe revealing some of this like early on to give us some intrigue? Like, ooh, there's some shit happening.
well, you
with
know,
this
yeah,
story.
I disagree that you wouldn't want to see it that early
Mm.
because then there's no twist. It's just like,
I'm
oh,
just saying,
the guy
waiting to
has
the
a
end of
Bluetooth.
chapter 2 to introduce like the interesting bits of the manga is probably a mistake.
That's fair, yeah. Anything else to say?
I think I'm covered up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I'd love. Obviously, I'm biased as fuck. This is very clear.
In case you haven't
In
noticed
case you
yet,
haven't guessed.
somehow.
But I'm just super impressed by how much Suminazuki's art improved within the span of like literally 7 months.
Mhm.
Like the final chapter of Sora came out in March. This came out in December, I think. Yeah, December. So not 7, but point is like, and these chapters are long too. Like the first chapter is like 70 and this one is like 60. And keep in mind the average chapter of Sora was like 40.
Mhm.
So already after ending on 120 pages, he kept pumping out the extra long chapter lengths, and his art has improved this much. The writing definitely is a step down from like anything past chapter 30 of Sora,
Yeah.
aside from Hiyori arc.
Yeah.
But
So chapter 40 of Sora.
chapter 40 of Sora, yeah. This is like the level of like early Sora in terms of writing, maybe even a little below.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just because
below.
Sora had less for you to nitpick,
Yeah.
you know. But I still think it's really good. I think it's fun, like how Guillaume said earlier. I think it was Guillaume in the chat who said like you can feel like Minazuki's having fun with this, and I am having fun reading it.
Mhm.
And so on to chapter 3, where Best Girl is introduced, and for once
Also,
we agree on the best girl for now.
that's for now.
Yeah.
When they introduce the blonde lily, Michelle changed my mind again.
Yeah.
It's just that like I've been given 3 options for best girl right now, and 2 of them are shit. So like
I think you'll actually. I think Nana will be your favorite girl as it goes on, to be honest, which I know seems blasphemous given that she's the big titty chick.
Yeah.
But I do think you'll learn to love her. Anyway,
say.
so we open in Ho, the town of cliffs, which is a cool ass design in my opinion. Sai thinks it's stupid.
Yeah,
because he's stupid.
It's just kind of weird looking.
It's cool. It's like a town on a cliffside.
It's totally.
It reminds me of like because you saw the mountains and you saw like the houses like going around it. That's exactly what it reminds me of.
This is an extreme version of that. Can you imagine living on the bottom and having to climb to the top to go to school or some shit? Like
yeah, but that's not their fault.
Fucking, it just looks stupid.
Anyway,
it looks like you know how like Honoji looked like intentionally stupid.
Yeah.
Like the entire time, like this like is more like it's like that, but without like the irony.
Fair.
Or like the
Yeah. Din is correct in the chat though. Like fucking that. This isn't like starting a new game as level 1 character. I mean, Mizuki's kept the experience, which is the reason why. That's why it's
except
hard.
with writing quality, where he's done the fucking Call of Duty thing where he gets to the top rank and then decides to rank down back to the bottom of the prestige. He's prestiged his writing quality.
I'm surprised you both think Poporo is best girl. Well, Pele's a guy, but he is my favorite character, as we'll see. It's good art, but not gonna lie, it kind of loses little bits of uniqueness with how good it is. I'm sure it'll grow better. The art continues to get better with Plunderer, and really like the style transitions once again from like how like right now it looks like End Sora, but by like chapter 30-ish of Plunderer, that's usually when Minazuki like has an art shift. It gets like a really unique, more so unique style, and the characters look more stylized, and it's really awesome. Anyway, like I said, we open in the town of Ho, the town of cliffs.
We should order pizza. I'm hungry.
We should order a pizza.
Let's order pizza.
Okay.
I'm gonna do Domino's.
You gonna do Domino's?
Yeah.
Okay,
We had yachties or fatties past couple like 2
Okay,
nights.
I'll just read while you figure that out. Then.
That's fine. Yeah.
So home hall of the town of Cliffs, we see that inside.
Someone send us super chat money for pizza, please.
Fuck off, dude. After last fucking stream, we don't need it.
That's probably fair.
This super chat, I don't need it. I'm not streaming for myself.
You don't need these pizzas that hurt people.
Anyway, so we see this little like volunteer flyer to make a park for the children, and a girl says, "Okay, all done." And we cut to best girl, Lin May. She's so cute. I love her bushy eyebrows. I love her short tasseled hair. I love her big meaty thighs.
Yeah, no, TBH, I'm not too into like her face is just okay.
Her face is so cute. And she has like the Ikaros tips, only like they're
worse because it's black on white as opposed to white.
Well, they're actually blue.
Yeah, whatever. Are they supposed to be? That's even worse.
It's a light blue, and then her hair is like a dark red. No, it's cute.
Yeah,
it's really cute.
I want to look at that in the anime again really quick, just because I can't imagine it going from black to blue.
Look at it.
I'll look at it in a second.
Okay. Yeah.
Just like specifically, I am a huge fan of the fucking mini skirt and like super thick thighs.
Oh yeah, huge thighs.
That's right up my fucking alley. So
yeah, she's basically just Chun-Li.
Yeah,
we'll come to
and
see.
I really like Chun-Li.
I really like. Wow, look at this. We're finally united after all this time. In good taste.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Only because there isn't a loli with better finish.
Also, I love the detail that not only is she surrounded by flyers, but there's also like just a fucking thing of open cookies behind her. Because as we will soon learn, she's also kind of like the Astrea of this series. But not as dumb as Astrea.
She does have the same face as Astrea, doesn't she?
Yeah, just with bushy brows and Ikaros hair.
Yeah.
But anyway. So a guy knocks on the door and says, "Sergeant Major Lin, I'm coming in." She says, "Good timing. Sergeant Pele, we're going to hand out volunteer flyers."
It's 6'4", right?
No, 7'2".
7'2"? Okay.
Yeah, that was my old.
Okay, yeah.
More volunteer work. What's this? Let's make a park together for the children? Didn't we spend half a year making a gathering spot for old people because of you? We couldn't even do our military
Fuck the old people.
No, Pele's a dick, and I love him for it. We couldn't even do our military duties properly during that time. You're gonna get yelled at by the lieutenant. But this is a peaceful town. It's the military's job to crack down on criminals, right? But we haven't even seen a single bad guy ever since we were given jurisdiction over the town. Which is why we're doing volunteer work. We soldiers are here to make ourselves useful to the people. Fine. Your counter is the number of people you've helped, after all. You know how it works, though, right? The thing it counts is so simple, so it won't go up unless you help out someone who's really miserable. But there isn't anyone miserable in this town, is there? At this rate, we'll be spending the rest of our lives having been demoted to this town in the middle of nowhere. Ugh, that's... If a criminal does show up, we'll leap right in and arrest him, and... Oh, speaking of criminals... Headquarters has been circulating this weird wanted poster. A wanted poster? Ruled by numbers.
Ruled by numbers.
What's this now? All units are to detain this man, Licht upon sight, known as one of the fabled aces. He will most likely be wearing a strange mask.
If the pizza boy arrives during the stream, can he read the next chapter?
Hey, you want a tip?
Yeah.
Get reading, fucker.
Yeah, Weeb says Tomoko looking. I don't agree with that.
I don't really see it.
Yeah, no.
Her big meaty numbers. Yeah, with her I can be like, I love her big eyebrows. Anyway.
By the way, Asai not going to voice any of them. Huh? What? I've been doing shit.
He's been doing it. He's just not as good as me.
Yeah.
Yeah. We it's not that like
he's not as good as me. Fuck you.
It's not that like each one of us voices different characters. As we've been doing, it's like one person narrates a chapter, then the next person, just so it's easier on our voices.
Right.
So
large, medium, small. I guess large.
We're gonna need a large.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're fat fucks.
You want cheese?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Chat, should we get extra cheese?
It says yes, cheese it up. I want to cheese it up.
Absolutely. Cheese it up. Cheese it up.
Fucking
Chaz it up.
Chaz it up.
Yeah,
Chaz. I love Chaz.
I don't remember anything about him.
He's like a bridge set up.
Do we have normal pepperoni or extra pepperoni?
Extra pepperoni.
Extra pepperoni.
No, the thing about Chaz is that.
Like, man, we can go double or triple pepperoni.
Triple pepperoni.
Nah, fucking double.
Okay.
That's too much.
The thing about Chaz is that he's literally just like abridged Kaiba. Like, he has one line in the 4Kids dub where he's like, "So what if he's richer than me and more powerful? I'm better than him at card games, and that's really what life is all about."
Yeah, no, isn't there just like I've seen this too? There's the one episode on YouTube which is just like if fucking Little Karibo, like, did Little Karibo dub this episode of fucking Yu-Gi-Oh?
A lot of GX feels like already self-abridged, and I kind of love it.
That's crazy.
No, like, sometimes it's just bad, but you could tell the 4Kids writers had a lot more fun with it.
Mm-hmm. Do we order dessert?
Yeah, fuck yeah, let's order dessert.
Mm.
This is the Domino's podcast.
You want a marble brownie cookie? If we're ordering dessert, it has to be the cookie because chocolate lava cake is terrible.
Anyway.
Okay, we'll order the cookie.
So she says, "What a load of nonsense. How could a fabled ace really..."
6-piece or a 12-piece?
12-piece.
Do you want to be a fat fuck or a really fat fuck?
Really fat fuck. How could a fabled ace really exist, right? The fabled aces are heroes from the Taste War, or whatever it was, 300 years ago, aren't they? It's the Waste War. What even is a Taste War? Like Shikugen no Soma? Anyway, there's no way a human from 300...
Shikugen no Soma?
Isn't that what it's called?
No.
Shokugen no Soma?
You're combining Shokugeki no Soma with Shikugen no Shama.
Oh, I was, yeah. It's Shokugeki no Soma.
Shikugen no Soma. Ruled by numbers.
Psycho no Quasar. If you guys know what that
Heaven
is.
plus DXD.
Oh, no, that one just makes me upset. Anyway, there's no way a human from 300 years ago could still be alive. Not to mention, what's with this identifying trait? Where's this strange mask? As if there's someone like this, like that.
No one wears masks anywhere ever.
Never. And we see he's dressed as a fucking flan, which I love. He's like, I love the little effect that he's like jiggling as he tries to stand still. Mm-hmm. The great reaction shot too, like the square mouth that Australia would have. He's like, there is, and so immediately she grabs him and she's like, "Hey, you!" And he goes,
"Address is right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just dox me live. Let's just read it out. Yeah. Vancouver.
I fucking gave it to you to look at, so the chat couldn't see it.
No,
You're the one who read it aloud.
That was the joke. That was the joke. Anyway, so he goes, "I'm just a regular passing pudding cup coming through town."
Any instructions for the driver?
Go fuck yourself. Free Plunderer.
Fuck yourself.
No, don't. Just, you match the description on the wanted poster. Take off this mask and show me your face. No! Stop! Take it off! You're the wanted man on the... Yugi! You're the wanted man on the poster, aren't you? No, you see, I'm not popular with girls at all. Excuse me? Look at this count. I've been turned on by 1,000 women until now, and because of that, I'm scared of even letting a girl see my face, so I can't take this mask off under any circumstances. That's how unpopular I am. That unpopular. Am I crying? Just once. I want to try going on a date with a girl. So Licht is an incel, canonly, following in the
every Minazuki character is a goddamn incel.
Yeah. So Pele, watching this unfold, says, "Sergeant Major."
He writes it that way so the readers can relate to it.
Yeah, essentially. How about going on a date with him? This is a chance for you to get your count up. You don't see guys this miserable too often. Since you do volunteer work, why not help this guy out? I'm sure it'll send your count skyrocketing. But I don't even know what to do on a date. Oh, I've got just the right book for that. He pulls out a copy of Oh Yes Men. It says, I love the title.
The best book.
It says, one of the most basic parts of going on a date is hand-holding. Holding hands? Wait, but you're supposed to go on a date with people you like, so Major, you're volunteering. And so she holds out her hand and she goes, "Here." And so he creepily wraps his fucking arms around her. And he goes, "Oh, your count's already increased by 1. Next up, the two of you should go sit on a bench with his head on your lap."
Oh my god, the Domino's logo is a fucking maple leaf.
Yeah, maple leaf.
That's cute.
Yeah. Oh, so it was dumb when Denny's did it. When Domino's does it, it's great.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Anyway, so she gives him a fucking lap pillow. God, I wish that were me.
Yeah, that is fucking hot.
No, right? She's so cute.
Yeah.
Lynn is best girl. It's 4 a.m. Good night. I'll see you, Kyler. Have a good. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, later.
Now we know where to send the love letters to. Hey, yeah, you could call it a love letter to Heaven's Lost Property. in fact.
No, you couldn't, because we're reading Plunderer.
Love Letter to Plunderer by Isaiah.
What the fuck are you talking about? What universe are you in?
The rule has been resetting the stream.
Yeah. Fire.
Anyway, so he says, looking good.
We ordered
Real
pizza.
nice
We did it. Yeah.
We did it. We're not retarded. So they try small talk, which even that fucking sends his count up. And carrying on the topic of having good taste, Pele says, then, once you're pumped up and ready to go, it's time to grope the heck out of those thighs. And fucking Licht becomes a meme and his eyes start glowing. And he fucking squeezes the shit out of her thighs. His thighs are great. And her count goes up with each fucking grope. And that's how desperate he is to get laid, which is kind of a funny joke.
Yeah.
And so she tries to stop it. She's like, we're moving too fast, Sergeant. There's steps you need to go before you start doing this kind of thing. And he says, oh, so you want to go through all the steps? Well, no, but the steps. And fucking Pele finally shows his true colors. And he goes, what a pain. I fucking love how expressive he is, by the way.
Yeah, this is a fun little character moment. I like.
Yeah, Pele is my favorite character because he's basically
he's got a super fucking generic design, but like
it works for him. Though.
Like, and up until now, his expressions haven't been that. Like his expression on the last page is pretty shit. I think. Like just him with the star eyes was like really fucking generic.
Yeah.
But I think this is like the first bit of like interesting character he's shown.
Mm-hmm.
So like I appreciate this page as like a turnaround in the expectations.
Absolutely. No, yeah, like he's been acting as a background character up until now.
Right.
And now we see his real self where he's I'm a fucking asshole.
Right.
And what I love about Pele is that he's basically just like Tomoki's perverted and asshole side mixed with like Mikako's desire to fuck shit up without either of their redeeming qualities. Right. And so it makes like he's just a shit stirrer, and I love that about him. So he reveals that he is not a retard, in fact, and he goes, fucking
if only I could do that.
He goes, you know what? I've had my fun. Sergeant Major, I wasn't saying anything because it'd take more work, but this dude's obviously a ballot holder, you know? And she goes, excuse me? He says, I mean, it doesn't make sense for him not to have been sent to the abyss, even though he has a negative count, right? So he has to have another counter. In other words, he's a ballot holder. And I'm pretty sure he's the guy on the poster. So Lynn rips off his mask and got a good reaction shot. And Licht is just like, And Lynn's like, he really is! And Pele goes, took you long enough, stupid woman. And she's like, what? And he's like, nothing. And that's like my favorite Pele gag, where just whenever he's behind her back, he just fucking talks shit about her. Anyway, Licht snags her sword, and he's all like...
So for no reason, Domino's just called me and was like, hey, the address you typed in was right?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah? And they're like, okay, cool. And then they hung up. So that was fucking important,
They've done that before.
That was weird. Anyway. Okay, whatever.
So anyway, he steals her sword, and he's like, why don't we just keep on with this date? And Lynn just like has a little chuckle, and she's like, I don't need that anyway. I mean, I barely even know how to use a blade. And she fucking pulls out her inner Chun-Li and kicks through a fucking
with the power of thick thighs.
With the power of
just like thick thighs can save lives, they can also take what they giveth, they can also taketh away.
Yeah, thick thighs save lives, but thigh highs are my demise. So she gets down with the thickness and brings down the tree. And she says, I fucking love her. Like,
that is cool, yeah.
Did you think everyone in the military used swords? Too bad. This is my specialty. Now be a good boy and surrender. I don't want to destroy too much of this town. And she fucking kicks at him. Hito says no, or Licht says no in different languages. But all the time, as he is dodging her, he's specifically looking up her skirt. And Pele notices this and has a fucking laugh about it.
This is a fun, like, censorship method.
Just have his face in the middle of the line. Yeah, it's a good way to have, like this is much better tonal shift.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah.
Already, it's.
I guess it's supposed to be stupid comedy.
Mm-hmm. Even Jome's like, I'm sold.
Yeah,
this is much better.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, he's like, Sergeant Major, we could see your underwear, and she freaks out, and Licht's like, yeah, and he goes, yeah. Hey, Sergeant, that's a funny thing to her to say, don't you think? He goes, yep. I mean, she's got a skirt that short on and kicking up a storm, so it's pretty clear she wants us to look at her panties. And she freaks out. She's like, no, we can't help it. This is just how the author drew me. And she's
It's not my fault if Minazuki's a pervert.
I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
What is that from? Roger Rabbit.
Roger Rabbit,
right? Yeah.
And she goes, who in the world is this guy? I've been kicking, but he doesn't have a single scratch on him. And we get this fucking...
is funny.
Yeah, hilarious, like, chibi flan.
This, like, trying to be serious thing, but he looks fucking stupid.
This is... We've left Minazuki autopilot and have gone to regular Minazuki comedy.
Yeah, this is better.
Yeah. And so he goes, no... I am.
But the fact that he opened his fucking new manga on Minazuki autopilot is a huge fucking detracting point.
But chapter 3, we're already okay. Even like
chapter
second
3
half
is
of
a long way to wait.
Whatever. Anyway, so he takes a little piece of chalk and he goes, "No, I am hurt. I definitely have a wound, a real deep one too." As he draws onto his mask to change the expression. From the moment I met you. You struck me right in the heart. And this is a fucking great gag.
This is funny, yeah.
Drawn thick eyebrows and like eyelashes all over it. And fucking... and she gets all flustered. And I love Pele.
She gets all blustered.
Yeah. And I love how we have Pele in the background. Like, really? Your heart's throbbing for a pudding?
The puddings are delicious, man. You're missing out.
And I love this too, because she immediately falls in love with him. She goes, "No, I'm in the military, and you're a fugitive, right? Also, I want at least 3 children. How many do you want? Oh, no, I guess that's something we should decide as a couple. But will you promise to hold down a job?" I love her so much.
Yeah, this is good dialogue.
Yeah.
This is a good show.
No, don't force yourself to work if you don't want to. Will you be a good dad?
Where can I find a wife like this?
Yeah, or you just all you have to do is like flirt with her, and she's like, "Let's fuck."
Yeah. It doesn't matter if you don't have a job; it's fine.
Yeah.
Just,
I'm in the military. Just be a good dad.
Right.
Yeah. And then fucking Pele's like, "Major, he's left already." I love her response.
Her expression's funny too.
Yeah, I love her response. Is, "Excuse me?" It goes, "Stupid woman. What'd you say? I totally respect you, Sergeant Major." Which is like great.
I like his. No. I think you read his response on it like, "Stupid woman." He's like, "What?" And he's like, "I totally respect you, Sergeant."
I totally respect you.
He's got like the big like baby eyes.
Oh yeah, I
totally respect you. I promise, I'm not lying at all.
There's a really great line in the next volume too, where like he's. I mean, I don't want to spoil it. But like basically, he calls her pretty. And she's like, "Oh, really?" He's like, "No, I'm fucking joking, you fat piece of shit." And she like cries, and it's great. He's such a piece of shit, but I love him anyway. But he goes, "Oh well, in the end, all we really got out of this was seeing your panties, huh?" And she goes, "Come on,
I'm lucky."
She becomes Terry Pogard. Yeah. She's like, "Come on." Anyway, so we cut back to boring Nymph. As they're serving tables.
The manga gets immeasurably worse.
So Hina,
as we flash back to the two worst characters.
Hina is basically the Hiyori of this story, but she changed. Unlike Hiyori, she actually develops. Like Hina goes from being worst girl to one of the best very quickly, which is why I'm not shitting on her as much as I would when I first started reading this manga. Yeah, I agree. Pele is definitely the best gag character.
Yeah, no, like this was all funny,
and he's a good character.
This was all a drastic improvement from the first 2 chapters.
Definitely, yeah. Anyway, so Hina's like, "When are we going to go after Licht?" And Nana's like, "Oh, there's no rush. We'll wait for the plot to come to us." Yeah. And so the plot comes to them as we see Sugata has arrived, who has, with a dyed haircut, I see came to Hot Topic before showing up.
Yeah.
Spiked his hair, and she notes that the lion behind bars.
Yeah, he's got a life viper hair like Ryuko.
Yeah. And she goes, "Hey there, you someone important in the military? What can I get for it? Where is this man?" He just fucking slams his hand down. "He should have been working at this tavern. Where is he?" She goes, "Who knows? He went off somewhere a few days ago. I just hired him for a little while. I've got no clue where he went off to." "You are lying." And he fucking summons iron from the ground that grabs her legs. She goes, What is this?" "It's one of my beliefs, you see. I show no mercy to liars. Listen up. I'm only going to ask you one more time. Where is Licht Bach?" She sighs and she says, "It seemed like he was heading east, okay? I don't know anything beyond that." "I see. Did you get that, men?" "Yes, sir. He's gone west." Could you imagine if she was being honest?
Yeah.
It's just like, "Fucking lying bitch, I got you."
And then, or like if she if he went north, and he's like, he's gone west because it's the opposite of east.
Yeah, Like fucking, if she had given literally any other direction,
It would have worked.
He'd been fucked. Yeah. But she had to give the child's answer.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
oh, he went the other way.
Yeah.
So he fucking summons iron spears that like destroy her entire tavern for lying. Fucking, it's Nazi uniform Sugita.
Yeah. It's Sugita again. This guy's officially universal time traveler Minazuki.
It's true because there is a Sugita in every single Minazuki series. Well, most of them. Like there's Sugita in Judas. His name is Matthew of Conviction. He looks actually more like Jail than Sugita does. And in fact, I should bring this up. The one thing I don't like about the official translation for Plunderer, while they get everything else right, they have Jail say his beliefs. That like his count is his beliefs. When the kanji specifically uses the character for conviction, and it's a pun because the kanji for conviction also means iron. And it's specifically his conviction because Matthew in Judas was Matthew of Conviction. But here they just say his beliefs, which flows better in a sentence, I admit, than just saying my conviction all the time.
Right.
So I understand why they did it, but at the same time, like him being, it ruins the pun and also the reference to Judas. So it's a bit of a shame, but I get why they did it.
Right.
Anyway. So
with 4 belts.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that all about?
Yeah, so there's no reason for him to have 4 belts. Licht has a reason, but this is just Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Anyway, so his soldier
says...
We
had the Keyblade War earlier.
We have belts.
We have Kyrie's the main character being fucking boring.
Yeah, but soon she'll become... There are no good Kingdom Hearts girls to compare to.
No.
I was going to say Shion, but I can't stand her either. Anyway.
At least Shion's hot.
She's just Kyrie with black hair.
At least she's hot. Fucking...
Anyway, so fucking his soldier goes, Lieutenant Jail, west of here is the area around Humhole. Major yeah, I know. Get used to it. His name is literally Jail. His name is Jail. Get used to it. So anyway, they say west of here is the area.
I'm the chef in these parts. My name is Burger.
West of here is the area around Humhole, Major Lin's jurisdiction. So it is. Head that way. All of you, polish your equipment and get ready for a rampage. We're moving out. It's time to hunt in ace. What a fucking cool ass page to end on. All the fucking soldiers in the background, these angry ass horses. So this is a much better chapter.
The only times I've seen horses drawn this fucking detailed is like in bestiality manga.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Like, this looks like a page out of a fucking like
this would be her.
I expect the horse to have a giant cock. Like, do you right?
Well, I mean, all horses do.
Well, I mean, yes, but
Yeah.
I expect the camera to pan down and reveal a giant cock.
Yeah, what a great conversation.
Right? Yeah.
Anyway, point is really good page. This chapter's great. This is like back to like regular Minazuki quality.
It's okay.
Where I'd give it a 7. Like if I were to I'd say it's funny enough to warrant a 7, and it has good characterization.
It's okay.
It's not like super crazy special awesome, but like it's a good chapter. It's what I expect from like a standard chapter of Sorno Tashimono post Hiyori arc,
Right.
Like this is good. It's really good. I really enjoy it.
It's okay. Yeah.
Any specific thoughts?
I'm more like a 6 personally.
Yeah, you would be.
Man. I like Chun-Li girl. I haven't bothered to know her name yet. I like Sugita. I haven't bothered to learn his name.
I feel like you're going to actively not bother to learn his name because he is just Sugita. I wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you for home. Here we see a reality where Sugita's older brother lived and joined the military.
Yeah, and can control fucking metal.
This was his dream.
Where he's Magneto.
Yeah. But yeah, I like this chapter a lot. So we don't have much more to say from the looks of it. Though.
Not really.
Yeah, I like it. So on to chapter 4. This is the end of volume 1.
Mm-hmm.
So the first 2 chapters are a little rocky, but it ends on a high note. Now on to volume 2, because the cool thing about Plunderer, the manga, is that each book is actually an omnibus edition, which contains 2 volumes. So when you're buying volume 1, you're actually buying the first 2 volumes, which is why they cost $20 as opposed to like 10 or 30 if you're Canadian like me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so buy these. They're good. They're worth getting.
So says Isaiah.
So says Isaiah, the factual person.
Yeah.
Why would Minos join the military? Fuck off. Anyway.
That's a funny callback to a fucking running joke in the last spring. That's good shit.
I never should have brought that. That's horrible theory up.
That's hilarious. I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, so chapter 4. Oh yeah. First we have this cool Nito character gallery. I won't go over reading it all. But we have
a Nito character. We have a Dark Souls boss character gallery.
Whatever. So we got Licht. We have like their character designs, little like notes about them. Here, yeah, not much to say. I do like that David. Literally, all he wrote was a bad guy. Enough said.
Even Minazuki was fucking lazy.
Yeah, even Minazuki was like, there's nothing.
He didn't give a shit. What a great way to start out the first chapter. The character he literally doesn't give a single shit.
What I also like though is that for Jail, he literally says like his personality is kind of like a more straight-laced version of Sugita Senpai from Heaven's Lost Property. Lol. Yeah, his personality, not his design, not his everything.
Yeah, no. I give you my everything, Jail. I love that whoever translated this wrote "lol" at the end of that.
Well, Mizuki put.
I'm such a hack writer. Lol.
No, Mizuki did put like www. The Japanese thing. But anyway, on to volume 2. Another thing that I love is that each volume has like each character's count on it, and on the back of each volume has their like it's a little running thing where you can see all of the characters. A running
gag, if you will.
Yes, it's like so you can,
a gag about running.
Yeah, you can connect each of the back of the volumes, and it forms like a parade of the characters. It's really neat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, on to volume 2. Chapter 4 is yours.
Yay. Yeah. Cough. But what a weird way to write cough.
I mean, how else would you write it?
I don't know. Like,
you can't write like, bleh, bleh, bleh. No one's going to get that.
I might just literally write COUGH and then just put stars around it to indicate that it's like a cough.
That I can understand.
Yeah.
But this also helps save.
I read this and I just imagine I hear it in Coughing's voice from Pokemon. Coffee. For a Father's Day once, I gave my dad a coffee mug with Coughing's face on it. It says coffee.
A coffee.
Specifically because he doesn't say coughing in the anime. He says coffee. Yeah. So just a coffee mug with Coughing's face on it, just going coffee.
It's pretty clever.
Right? Yeah. Like.
Anyway.
Mm. Like, Hina, are you okay? Miss Nina, what was that just now? All of a sudden, iron bars came flying out of the ground.
Iron spears. Bars of iron?
Iron spears came flying out of the ground. It was like some kind of magic spell in a fairy tale. I guess magic doesn't exist, confirmed.
Yeah.
This is why such a serious crime. That was the power of a ballot holder.
We got another fucking gorgeous color page.
With the wrong count, though.
Well, yeah. It should be negative 100 at this point, but
negative 1,000.
Well, no. To be fair, this is like the moment of them embracing each other. From
was
the
it?
Chapter. Yeah. See.
Okay.
Like enough. This isn't literally happening right now. It's just like pretty color page.
I suppose. Yeah, also, it's especially seeing it in color right here. I can't help but think the bowler hat is the fucking one from Meet the Robinsons, the robot that turns the bowler. Right?
That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Underrated ass movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Anyway, so yeah.
So then we cut to the stupid town again. And they're
great.
They're handing out flyers like, please take one, looking for volunteers. Too bad about yesterday. Ruled by numbers. You mean when he let that pudding guy get away?
1 second, I'm just gonna turn on the outside lights so the pizza guy can actually see the address because they complain about that a lot.
Okay. Also, she's really hot in this page. Yeah, Lynn.
Lynn's super duper hot. I love her.
We got a message straight from HQ that he was a wanted man after all. We definitely would have gotten promotions if we'd caught him. All right, you'd make the second lieutenant with another promotion. In other words, you'd finally get your commission. Wait, what?
Your commission.
What do you mean commission?
Like she'd become a commissioned officer.
Oh, okay. I see. I'm not familiar with military structure.
Yeah. So basically, becoming a commissioned officer is just like a higher rank.
Right.
And in the world of Plunderer, becoming a commissioned officer allows you to tailor your uniform to your liking, and that's how you get a ballot. Anyone below that.
Okay, so Jail just likes wearing tons of belts then.
No, that is his choice. Yes, that is his custom tailored outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Fair enough. So yeah, like her whole ambition as a character is I can't decide if I hate this or love
I love it personally.
Her whole ambition as a character, the reason she does what she does is so she can get promoted, so she can wear pants and stop being a fan service character.
Yeah, which I love.
I can't decide if I hate that. Or
I think it's hilarious.
That's right on the border of hate and love. Though, like that's.
But that's such a perfect thing for Minazuki. I think it's funny and cute.
If I get my commission, I can finally customize my uniform in my own liking, and then I can finally say goodbye to this walking into invitation for sexual harassment they call a uniform. Fucking crying over spilled milk isn't like you, Sergeant Pele. we ought to just do our I can't read this fucking font. We ought to just put our heads down and hand out these flyers. I'll do my best. He's like, yeah, thank you.
I fucking love him.
And we cut, and he's like throwing all the flyers away as fast as possible, and then like eating them behind his back.
He's using them to blow his nose.
Is he?
Yeah, no, see, you can even see he's snoozing.
Okay, I thought he was eating them.
No, he's
I think eating them is funnier, honestly.
Yeah, so he makes them paper airplanes and he tosses them. And then I love the second she turns around, he's like handing them.
Yeah, he's like, yep, here you go. Yeah,
Pele's great.
I do like him. Yeah, he's got character at this point.
Yeah.
Which is more than you can say for a lot of other characters.
Fair. Yeah.
But I sure would like help passing these out to all the people here. Would you like to help me? Oh, thank you. Here you go. And then Licht as the pudding starts handing shit out too.
This is a really good page too of like them just like
here you go, take one. Like here you go. And then she realizes what's happening.
Yeah, immediately. That's a
Mate!
really great turn the page moment.
Yeah. That's okay. I just think back to when he did this in chapter 27.5.
No, I know he's definitely done it better.
Yeah, what we need is a slave, and then there was a whole page of him running away.
No, yeah, this definitely isn't his best example.
This is just a more generic version of that joke.
That is true, but I do still think it's funny. It's just that it also helps the perspective on Tamaki, where like his face was like he's like curved essentially.
Yeah.
He's like fleeing so desperately.
Yeah,
like he's bending.
There was better art. There was just a funnier setup in that. Right?
This is a good gag though. Anyway.
And he's like, I'm just a nice pudding. He's like, I already heard that excuse. Why are you still in this town anyway? I didn't have enough money to escape. So she passes by a shopkeeper. It's like, oh, by the way, our special today is. And Lynn runs past her.
I love this so much. Yeah, she stops.
She like squats down. She's like radio calisthenics.
She
like,
stretches.
Stretching.
And then boom! This is a good fucking gag.
My daikon radishes are real cheap today. Fucking like, wow, the grocery lady's fast. And the entire town does the same thing.
Look, it's Pops.
Yeah, exactly.
It's literally just Pops.
It's literally Pops from SNL. Yeah. Fucking, and then the guy fucking shots from behind her like, just yesterday we see your panties, right? She's like, and she gets embarrassed, and the townspeople's like, he saw her panties. She's like, yep. And they're all like, yep, yeah, I see them all the time. Seen them, seen plenty of them.
Another good gag.
Yeah, that's not bad. And while she is distracted by this,
I hear knocking sounds.
I hear knocking at the door. I faint tapping on that rapping. I'm knocking at my chamber door.
No, I'm just crazy.
Yeah, Isaiah's crazy.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah, welcome
also,
back.
Are you paying for it or me?
I'll pay for it. I've got like 40 in cash in my wallet.
Cool, and I've paid for 2 pizzas.
Yeah, that's fair. That's absolutely fair.
Yeah. So anyway.
So your skirt's just so short, and by the time she's finished dealing with this bullshit, she realizes that Licht's gone again. He's like, phew, that officer is a tenacious one. He takes off his mask and goes, still, what's with this town? There's a criminal roaming the streets. Oh, yeah. I think of Aragi's joke from episode 3 of Monogatari.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's me.
Yeah.
There's a criminal roaming this town. Oh, wait, it's me. But it's almost like peaceful. And then they all have, they're like, look, Lynn, I had a baby. It's a girl. She's like, wow, congrats. And then they all have like fun together. And then fucking, she like scolds a kid who like stole some stuff. And like your punishment is you have to volunteer and help us out.
But it's specifically that he was poor, so he was stealing food.
Right,
so she's like, you have to volunteer.
Oh, that's right. When we were reading this previously, we started singing Aladdin lyrics, didn't we?
Oh, yeah, we did, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta keep one jump ahead of the bad guys, one swing ahead of the sword. I steal only what I can afford.
And that's everything. Copyright strike.
One jump ahead of the long man. One flick ahead of the flock. I think I'll take a stroll around the block. Riff raff, street rats, scoundrel, take that! Just a little snack, guys. Rip him open, take it back, guys. I think we can do that.
You're my only friend, Upwoo.
Oh, everyone's
okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
But she says that when he volunteers, she'll make sure to cook something for him, which is really cute and sweet.
That was a long tangent for nothing.
But yeah, now everyone in the town starts coming for help. You're reading. Why am I saying this?
Yeah, and then she accidentally steps on a doll, and then a kid gets sad. She starts to fix it, And then that makes Licht realize what's really
No.
important is that he's like helping, is that she's like helping the town stay together because she's like awesome and stuff.
Hmm.
So she like like the other guys like I can't like we should just like go do our thing, catch the prisoner. And she's like I've got to help the kid. And it's like haha. He puts his mask back on, rolls down the hill. He's like let's see, and then he fixes the doll for her. And she's like thank you, Mr. Pudding Man.
No, she's like, Mr. Pudding?
Yeah, Mr. Pudding.
That's right, fresh and ready to be eaten. Which I
Yeah,
love.
that's cute.
Yeah.
And he takes his mask off and he's like later.
He like
and then,
smiles, yeah.
And then this is again a really cute shot of her.
No, yeah, this is a really
And then
cute
the
chapter.
entire town starts chasing after him again.
I love this.
But they're
page,
having
too.
fun this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cute. That's a very Astrid expression.
No, right?
isn't
Yeah,
it?
she basically just has Astria's face.
Does she have red eyes in the anime?
She has brownish red. So
I actually forgot to look up them in the anime.
oh yeah.
Also, fucking I don't.
Wait, then I have to.
Yeah,
close
then
it.
everything went bright. Yeah, I'll look it up.
Just search Plunderer anime.
Working on it. So he like suddenly stops. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, he finally gave up. And then he's like, no, get down.
Choto!
Yeah. And he pushes her to the ground just as like giant metal spikes come and stab him. And she's like, Nani? And then
Ruled by numbers.
ruled by members. And then the doll that he just fixed gets stepped on again. What an unlucky doll.
Right.
This fucking Jail shows up.
The
And
doll
he's
is Hiyori,
yeah,
destined to die repeatedly.
And then Jail shows up. And fucking like, Sir Lieutenant Jail, Sergeant Major, Lieutenant Jail. She's like, you've gone too far, Lieutenant Jail. Headquarters orders that he captured, not you surround him, shield men. And then they fucking have to kill him. And then he's like, if you're gonna keep playing dumb, I'll have them pierce right through you. And he's like, saw through my trick, did you? He's like, guess that didn't work. And he rips the pudding costume up.
Not a single spear hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you treated me like I was dead, it would have saved me a lot of trouble. Oh well. And then Jail goes, all units attack! And then he goes, Nani? And fucking, so he's trying to fight while protecting Lynn, basically. He's like, can't you see there's a girl here?
I like that he fucking hit his sword inside the spoon.
Yeah, that's
That's
cool.
really great.
That's cool, yeah.
Yeah. Even though the placement of his hand in the hilt does not work at all.
No, not at all. But
it's a cool thing.
It's hypothetically a cool idea.
No, yeah. It works better than the doll, in my opinion. Because at least it's like a similar shape.
Right, yeah. I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Fucking cool page.
He cuts all their spears up. Very crucially non-lethally, he cuts all their spears up as opposed to killing them. Like our steel lances. It's true, he really is a ballot holder. This is a cool page.
No, yeah.
Then next, all units get back. I'll handle this. And fucking, he's like, well, I'd rather not do this, to be honest. Like, Lynn, here's a quiz.
Hey, Lynn, here's a quiz. Is it the world ruled by numbers?
Yeah. So he's like, hey, Lynn, can you give the audience an exposition, please? And she's like, oh, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Ballot holders is a general term for anyone in possession of a...
I love how even you read it out
counselor.
like she's like a school student.
Yeah, like reading
called
history
upon the
book.
teacher.
Yeah. Is a general term for anyone in possession of an illegal counter, also known as a ballot. Ballot holders face serious penalties, as possessing a ballot is considered a felony. The reason for this is that ballots have special abilities. While the principles behind them aren't clear, ballot holders gain a special ability according to their ballot's count method. Your ability to create iron is one such ability, Lieutenant. Additionally, goes on forever. It's such bad writing.
Just finish. You're almost there.
Additionally, special exceptions are given to commissioned officers above in military coordinating, allowing them to carry in ballots in order to fight people.
Yeah, so basically, get a ballot. It gives you a
Jail's
superpower.
a badass in the military, so they let him have the illegal weapon.
Yeah, so the only people allowed to have ballots
The only thing strong enough to break it is itself.
Yeah. The only people who can have ballots legally are people in the military, so that they can hunt those who have those illegally.
Right.
But they have to be a commissioned officer or above. So if Lynn were to get pants, she'd also get a ballot. Maybe the pants would be her ballot.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
That'd be hilarious. Anyway,
that might actually happen.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
9 minutes. Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, then, Lieutenant. Then you must also know the strength of that special ability is tied to its count, right? It's like, of course, it can vary from person to person, but your count is 900, and mine is 5,700. It seems pretty clear to me. You ought to stop now, don't you think? He's like, I wonder about that. He tries to stab him again. He's like, I'm telling you, I don't want to do this. He's like, fine, then how about this? And disappears. He vanished. No. I'm pretty sure it's because he's moving unbelievably fast at a crazy inhuman speed.
That's a cool thing. For as simple as it is,
Right,
like
yeah.
the fact that like they layer upon each other.
Yeah, that's
like,
cool.
Shows just how, and I love this too. He like fucking like sticks his tongue out at him as he's moving.
Yeah, but one of them he's picking his nose.
No,
Right?
yeah, it's the same one. He's picking his nose and sticking his tongue out, which is a great bit of characterization.
Yeah,
like, shows he's
it's like, it
really
looks like he
taking-
can't see me. In that case, my last move is to run away.
Nigarundayo!
What does that mean?
It's a reference to JoJo where basically like I was like now to pull out the Joestar's family technique.
Oh,
And
yeah,
he just
I
runs
see,
away.
yeah, I see
Yeah.
that,
And it's been used multiple times in different seasons. It's great.
yeah. And he goes, pathetic, and then
Nothing personnel, kid.
Yeah, pretty much.
Fucking, there's a good page though.
Yeah,
fucking,
it's pretty.
Yeah, and then, I love this too. Fucking.
And then brings out a huge iron pillar on top of him.
Fucking crushes.
If that's all you have, I can do the same, and boom.
Fucking.
And he goes, ow, ow, ow. Like, that's strange. How could he? Oh, that's why. You have a sticker on top of your couch. And yeah, fucking. The wicked should be punished directly by my own hands. I'm not interested in being part of some military brass who lean back at their desks and give orders all day long. But the military was an annoying rule, you see. If your count is too high, you get a promotion forced upon you. That's why I always use this, so I can see my beliefs straight out to the end. Yes, 12,500.
So yeah, he uses a sticker to cover his count because he doesn't want to get a promotion. And this is very important to his character because he like just doesn't like how the military is run. He's kind of like almost a reverse Roy Mustang, where instead of wanting to like take it over from the top to change it, he wants to remain a grunt man so that he can actually carry out the change with his own hands, which I do like.
Here's an idea. Where's the fucking manga at? Give me that.
Right here, yes.
Yeah. I'm just gonna read it from here because I'm tired of like bending over, like straining my back to fucking see what the fucking words are.
You only have like one more chapter.
Yeah, so you keep making sure you make sure the audience can see the pages I'm reading. So you're in charge of the slideshow.
I've already been in charge of the slideshow.
Well, yeah, nothing's changed except that my back is gonna fucking kill me.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Licht goes like 12,500. Is that for real? This is kind of bad, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Which I love this reaction shot of him.
Right. Yeah. Is he able to? I guess townsfolk are just like being implied here.
No. So they're blocked out by the thing.
Right. Yeah.
This is supposed to just like show where they are.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So thoughts on this chapter?
It was okay. There was some pretty bad exposition in it.
It was really cute though and funny.
Yeah.
Like I would give this another. So maybe a high 6.
Yeah.
But just because it's super, you should probably move back to the chat, by the way.
Oh yeah, because we haven't been looking at chat in forever.
Yeah.
I mean, they're usually not.
Imagine if Sue made the doll look like Hiyori. Well, there is going to be a black-haired main girl later, so get ready. JL is Minazuki's Full Metal Alchemist fanfiction. Essentially, their military outfits look exactly the same. He has the gloves that give him his ability to control something.
He is Roy Mustang.
He is like more serious Roy Mustang. Or I guess Roy Mustang. I just whenever I think Roy Mustang, I think of the tiny miniskirt scene, even though that was a joke.
Yeah,
like he
was taken out in the better adaptation.
No, I mean the whole point he said that was to like drive suspicion off of him, to like lighten the mood because he is speaking fucking treason. So he wasn't literal about that. I don't think it's a bad scene.
Right.
But anyway, yeah, he is basically just Roy Mustang, like literally.
Yeah.
But I like him because of that, because I like Roy Mustang and I like Sugita. So putting them together isn't a bad idea.
Fair enough.
So yeah, the best thing about this chapter is just that it's really cute. Like Lin is makes so much for a better like main girl than Hina.
Yeah, I completely agree.
And Minazuki realizes that because in like the next arc, she basically is the lead while he develops Hina in the background.
Right.
And then Hina becomes really likable, so I don't mind. But Lin is like, she's cuter, she's hotter, she's capable, she's funny, she has good chemistry with everyone. Pele's hilarious.
Yeah.
And I really like this cozy town setting to it. Really,
it feels like the manga only really starts when fucking we drop Hina as a main character. Completely.
More or less, yeah. It is kind of weird.
Yeah.
But it's a good chapter, and I like it a lot. Anyway, so we open in chapter 5. Don't apologize. Apologize. Here we go.
Do you want to read me being in charge of the slideshow, or do you want to read?
No, I'm fine. I can read it just fine. I do this all the time.
That's cool.
So once again, he says 12,500. Is that for real? 12,500.
Ruled by numbers.
12,500.
Ruled by numbers, huh?
Well, in this case, it's like him, like repeat, like just letting it sink in, so it makes sense. He goes, "This is bad," and he fucking freaks out. I love this page a lot. Fucking tries to like run from the side and like go at him, but he's still caught by it. Fucking as he's trying to hold back the like moving pillar of iron, Jail makes another one come out from the side and fucking hit him in the rib. He goes, "Bastard!" And he fucking zooms around him but he's even faster. But Jail still fucking speed blitzes him. Says too slow, and he fucking makes the pillar come and knock his sword out of his hand. And then they do close combat like it's Metal Gear Solid 3.
The Metal Gear Solid references just don't stop.
But one thing that's really specific to note here is that Licht takes the exact same fighting stance, and Jail takes note of this. So they rush at each other. They have a little God Hand clash for a bit. They go like,
we've been playing God Hand.
We've been playing God Hand constantly. I'm so glad. It's the best game ever.
Yes, it is.
But Jail beats their clash, and he kicks him away, and he catches Licht's sword, and Licht's like, "Oh, fuck." But Jail just throws it back. And I love that Licht's like, "You sure?" And he goes, "It's fine by me. Your flashing strikes, or whatever you call that favorite technique of yours, it's too damn slow." Licht, I love his little reaction.
That is a cute chibi.
Yeah. That kind of hurt, you know. Then how about this? And he bleeps into the air doing the same move he did before. And everyone's like, "He flew?" And
like, no, jump good.
No, yeah. Because the soldier says, "Please, Lieutenant, run! This is his high-altitude sword attack that was in the report."
That you should know about.
Yeah.
Because it was in the report.
One thing that I want to bring up that's really fun wordplay that kind of gets left out. So the actual Japanese term for the aces is Gekitsuyo, which is just Japanese for, it literally means king of shooting down planes, but it is the Japanese term for a flying ace, so they just shorted it to ace for short. In the fan translations, they made it Red Baron after the most famous flying ace, which I get why, but it's just incorrect, which is one of the reasons why I wanted us to read the real translations. But what's really cool is that his specific title, the Ace of Flashing Strikes, is Sengeki no Gekitsuyo. So he keeps the Geki from Gekitsuyo in his title and in all of his attacks. So his flashing strike is Sengeki, whereas this high altitude sword attack is Kengeki. So all of his moves have the same name scheme, and so do all of the other aces. It's a really cool, like, just Japanese, because Japanese is a language made for puns, essentially.
Yeah. It is a language for and by, and it consists exclusively of puns.
Yeah, and so it sucks that, like, all these jokes and, like, cool name things get lost if you don't know the Japanese, which is why I thought it.
Story of my life. Fucking watching Monogatari.
Oh, God.
To watch Monogatari with subtitles is to willingly miss half the fucking jokes in the show.
Yep. But anyway, Jail points out the Samurai Jack thing. He says, "Is he flying or is he just jumping?"
I see. Jump good.
So he just jumped good. And I love this so much. So he throws kunai at him, and then he manipulates the steel to form a chain on the kunai. So once it hits him, he pulls him down, and Licht can't cut through it. He says, "It's no use. My count is the number of times I've seen my belief through to the end. No petty criminal can slice through my iron beliefs. That is why you villains fear me by the name Iron Jail." Okay.
Yeah. That's not really a cool enough name for a dramatic name.
Another thing is that the iron here is specifically the kanji for conviction.
Uh-huh.
So again, another thing that's lost. But he fucking... This is a really brutal attack. Like, he pulls him down, and as he's being accelerated,
shoots a pillar.
Shoots a pillar into him. Like, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Then after that, he fucking ties him up with chains and to pillars. And he says, "It's over. You put up a pretty good fight for a mere 5,700. And he brings down the pillars for everyone to see. And now that they can't get in the way of the fight. And Licht sighs. He says, "Okay, I get it. I give up. Homie, take me away. Just do whatever." But Jail says, "Those eyes of yours, your will is yet to bend. But that's perfect. There's something I want to ask you." Roll by numbers. If you're wondering about Lynn's panties, they were white.
I'm so glad we started that gag because there's so goddamn much of it this morning.
It's getting better. There's very little in the first few chapters. But anyway, as part of my pursuit of you, I received an order to mobilize all my men for a mere 5,700 ballot holder. Is it because you're a fabled ace? No. How could anyone from 300 years ago be alive still? But there's one thing I understand now. You You're a soldier just like I am, aren't you? And Lin goes, what? And he's ruled by numbers. He says, the hand-to-hand combats you just showed me, those are the military combatives taught by our Royal Alcian army. If you're being chased, does that mean you're a deserter? No, if you were just a plain deserter, this order obviously wouldn't make sense. Who exactly are you? Beats me. I really like that line.
Mm.
I think it's cool. It's cliche, but it's like one of those like action hero lines where you're
Right,
just like, yeah. So Jail says, then you leave me no choice. I'm going to have to teach you a little lesson. And Jail clearly watched Passion of the Christ because he decides to flog him in public so we can get some torture.
I mean, he is in a fucking like Christ pose right now.
Yeah. But Lin gets in the way and blocks it. And she says, this man, he helped me hand out flyers, and he even fixed a doll for us. What I'm trying to say is, I don't think he's a bad person, so please don't torture him. And he simply says, you, explain these. Oh, well, this is a piece of paper. We are ruled by numbers.
Sir, this is a piece of paper, sir. People use it to write amusing things on it, to potentially share knowledge or ideas, or potentially to draw art of some kind. And that's not what I mean.
But anyway, she's all like, basically, we're trying to get volunteers to help with volunteer work. Not only is this town cramped, but it's all cliffs, right? There's no place.
Matthew in chat.
Hey, Matthew, good to see ya.
Yeah, absolutely.
He says, there's no place for the children to play, so I thought it'd be nice if we all made a park or something together. What do you say? Why don't we stop this torture stuff so you can join us? Volunteer work. Pathetic. He tears it up. Our company beliefs. My beliefs. Have you forgotten them all? A soldier must prioritize the discipline of a criminals above all else. This is why you're always useless. Did you think it was okay to blow off your duties as a soldier just because this town's at peace? If you got so much time to waste it on something that's worthless, go judge the wicked instead. That's a really well done page, by the way.
I don't quite understand what he means. Like, she's been assigned this post in the military, but he's like, you should be a vigilante walking around fighting criminals instead. You're a shitty soldier for our military, doing exactly what we asked of you, and going above and beyond by helping out the community. You piece of shit.
He just sees it as a waste of time. Like, because remember, his whole belief is that, like, the only reason I'm a soldier is because I want to fight criminals and punish them with my own hands. So to him,
even if there is like an explanation for it, I feel like this is just a reason to give Licht a reason to fight back in his full strength.
It kind of is.
So he's acting like a dick, not because his character would.
Well, his character would though. Jail is a dick.
It feels more like
he literally destroyed he destroyed her fucking bar just because she lied before. He is very much an asshole.
But then he helps at the end of the chapter.
Well, spoilers. But anyway, no, I think it makes sense because he's humbled. But anyway, so Pops comes out and he's like, "Hey, knock it off, Linz." And she says, "It's fine, everyone. The lieutenant is right. I'm very sorry." And Licht
that's interesting. Apparently, super chats aren't on.
Oh, really?
Matthew's going to give $1 to Tesla. Not as now, but still. That's which is funny. But apparently super chat. I'm going to look at that.
Is it just because this channel isn't on?
Yeah, maybe. Let me double check that. Anyway, you keep.
Yeah, all right. So Licht says, "Don't apologize. Hey, you. It's not that I can't cut through your iron. It's just that I didn't want to. 'Cause she said she didn't want to destroy this town." Which is a good callback to like the first chapter.
Okay, yeah. I don't. So apparently now you need over 1,000 subs, which I have.
Yeah.
We also need 4,000 watch hours, which I don't have anywhere close to.
Okay, so we can't monetize these.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I don't make any fucking money.
No, yeah, and you guys already sent us more than enough money before.
Yeah.
So,
oh well.
Yeah. Thank you though.
I have a fucking PayPal. PayPal.me/that side guy if you want to.
He's ruled by numbers. I didn't want to cut through your iron.
It's true, I am ruled by numbers.
Because she said this town was ruled by numbers. I love this page though, of him just like fucking breaking free. It looks cool as hell. And Jill says, "I see. So you're now playing 5700. But don't get cocky. You're not the only one who hasn't shown his true potential yet. The same goes for me!" As he builds like these iron gauntlets. And this is one of my favorite pages Sumizuki's ever drawn.
Whoa!
look at that. Fucking the debris spreading out, lightning crackling around, that ring of energy like spreading from their clash. This is so fucking impressive. I cannot undersell this enough. This is one of the coolest clashes I've seen. And there's so many fucking anime clashes, so that says a lot.
Yeah, I'm less on
Like,
the enthusiastics.
I can.
Like, this feels just like a combination of like a bunch of different generic
No,
ideas.
but like it's.
I mean, it's done well.
No, that's the thing. Like, obviously, like
it's not bad. There's a lot of like really like subtle talent I like the fact that the like the light around,
the light,
the bubble of the energy from the clash is like pure white, whereas the like rest of the sky is like the action lines direct your image, your eye towards like the center of the page. Yeah, like there's obvious like talent and good composition.
You can also see like the light that even the rocks cast.
Right, yeah. It's not bad. It's just I'm not fucking creaming myself.
I'm very impressed by it, especially when you like look over at like.
It's good. It's not. I'm not like gonna.
Here's the thing. You're taking his art for granted now because
I'm used to it.
Yeah. Which isn't fair to him, I think. It's not fair to be like, oh, the art's always impressive, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, to be fair though, like if I was reading a fucking manga that had the best art in the world, but it also had just shitty writing constantly, I wouldn't care.
Well, it doesn't have shitty writing.
And writing right now, I don't really care enough about any of the characters for this to be.
How do you not care about Lynn?
She's okay. She's not the one fighting right now, though.
She's fighting in her stead.
Not to mention jail is kind of boring right now. We still don't know
that
much
is
about
fair.
main
That is
character.
fair. A fight usually, like what made the Chaos like Estrella fight so good is because you care about both parties.
Yeah,
right now it is very much.
Right now,
so I will give you that.
Just like fucking, it's just two characters who we really don't know fighting, and it reminds me of the opening of the Asterisk War, honestly.
No, I disagree with that.
It's better fucking animation.
It's not moving and it's better animated.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, but first of all,
we don't know any of the characters. We don't really know.
First of all, we've gotten the time to know Licht. We understand that he's a goofy guy who just kind of wants to like be aloof, but he obviously cares about others.
Well, Jail right now is just standing in.
No, Jail is definitely like very. Well, even then, I don't think he's that bad because his characterization is not that he's an evil person. That's fair.
Like he's not great enough for me to give a shit.
Was Nymph's initial introduction like the greatest thing you've ever seen, even in the anime, where she's just there to scheme?
She consistently gets
and this is the first appearance, so he will consistently get better.
Well, yeah, but if she got into a battle the second she appeared,
which she did,
then not in the anime, which is what I'm judging this on.
Okay.
If she got into a battle the second she appeared in the anime, and then there was an explosion where she almost died, I wouldn't even care.
This is still better done than that though, because not only because Nymph just showed up and she was basically David. Mm-hmm. She was like, I'm an evil bitch, fuck you. Whereas Jill, we've had the time to see him for 3 chapters now. We understand his like ideologies.
Mm-hmm.
Plunderer is monthly. That's why these chapters are so long. Sumo Mizuki's always done monthly, except for I think like one occasion maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, I'm glad you're getting on board, Joe. Because Jail,
YouTubers rule by numbers.
We've had the time to get to know him. We understand his ideological standpoint, even if it is like a little black and white. Like I wouldn't say it's deep. We understand
both figuratively and literally.
Yeah. Even if it's not deep, we understand this is a man who hates the structure of the military and believes that the only purpose of soldiers are to make life safer for other people and to protect people by fighting other criminals. So to him, Lynn is someone who's goofing off. Mm-hmm. She's not doing her job because that's what he views their job as. So when he lectured her, he's not trying to be a dick. He's like saying, you're bad at your job. This is what you should be doing, because he can't recognize the good that comes from her volunteer work because the town's already peaceful. Whereas it's like I said, it's not like masterclass writing, but I disagree that like there's nothing to care about or that we don't understand him. I'd say that this is pretty on point characterization. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah. Disregarding I don't give a shit about the characters. I'm just not like art quality does not play a as nearly major role for me enjoying the show.
As someone who enjoys the visual medium of manga, I cannot help but appreciate when a clash is done. Because you know what? He could have just fucking like had them hit each other and then like boom, wind come from the back.
Right,
but it's the fact that the ground beneath them cracks, incredibly detailed. their clash creates like a ring of energy that you can like see like blur as it moves out. The light around them is like shining, like you said. There's no speed lines there. The debris is like flying towards the reader and is casting shadow. It is masterfully done. It is incredibly impressive and is a great way to like make such a standard anime trope visually interesting, which is really, especially given that this is a shonen battle manga. It is incredibly important, almost just as much as the writing, to have good-looking and interesting fights.
I don't deny that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you're over here like, ah!
Because here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Because like One Punch Man season 2, it has the same good writing as the manga, but it looks like shit.
Right.
And that impacts your enjoyment of it. Because good writing, just as like good art cannot carry a series with shit writing, good writing cannot completely carry a series with shit art unless you're Mob Psycho 100. Yeah. But even then, the anime fucking took that above and beyond.
Right.
So fucking.
I don't know if I agree with that point though. Because my immediate thought is One Punch Man season 2 might not be a good example of that, but it is a good example of that.
Right.
The original One Punch Man, which had great writing and really crap art, really incredibly shit art, and people still loved it.
That's why I said except for like Mob Psycho 100. Yeah. But even then, that's like
the only reason people didn't like season 2 is because we had season 1 which did it way better.
No, but that's the thing. It set the precedent.
Yeah.
And the thing is that when. Like you should, and one has improved his art. If you look at the difference between Mob Psycho and One Punch Man, he intentionally draws One Punch Man worse because that's the joke. That's like he's not the greatest artist, but that's also the joke. With Mob Psycho, he tries, and so I don't think it's a fair comparison. Like I didn't say that like it can't exist. Like clearly there are many shows that have like one better than the other.
Right.
But I think to like act like the writing in a shonen battle manga is so much more fast. Right. When I do think it is a little more important because it's what separates one from the other, like a good one from a bad one. The fights and the visuals are still incredibly important.
Right.
Because if you have a fucking shonen series that just has shitty ass fights, why is it a shonen?
That's fair. Yeah. Honestly, I think you bring up an interesting point, accidentally, which is that like this is so much different than SNL at this point. I wonder now how much of like what I like about SNO is I only like because I read it when I was like really young and like at the perfect age for it. And I'm wondering if you had read this back then. Yeah, I'm wondering if like I'm no longer 14 and so like what's good about this manga isn't nearly as important to me as it once was.
That's right.
Whereas I'm forgiving of SNO's flaws because it slipped around the fence at a young age. But and the fence was less tall.
That might be part of it, but at the same time, the whole point of us doing like the podcast was to re-examine, and there were things that we critiqued it a lot more harshly on than we ever have before. So I don't think that's entirely valid.
I don't know. I feel like we might have just like this is definitely more like battle shonen than like anything else.
Yeah, like
I don't know that I'm the target audience for that.
Yeah, Sora no Tashimono is more comedy on the forefront, and like. It is the heartful comedy of a boy.
Right, yeah. So like the action was almost like ancillary.
The action was just like, okay, we need to end this arc.
Pretty much.
Yeah, whereas here, it's
a much bigger part of it, and I'm generally less impressed by it, I guess.
I'm
less of the target audience.
As someone who enjoys a lot of shonen, like this is right up my alley. So taste does factor in.
Yeah, like I'm not. I watch My Hero Academia. I read Dr. Stone.
Dr. Stone's not a battle shonen.
Well, that's true. Whatever. I watch My Hero Academia, but I'm also not like big into it. Like I watch it just because there is a part of me. It's popcorn. A, it's popcorn entertainment. Yeah. B, it's just nice to be caught up on the most popular anime of the fucking decade. But it's definitely not aimed at me. I'm far from the target audience at this point.
Fair.
And so I wonder how much of me not being super enthralled by this is just a matter of taste and personal preference.
That probably is a part of it, and I'm not even saying that to shit on you.
Right,
and that is a fair thing because like obviously not everything can be for everyone. If it was, then everyone would like everything.
Right.
Like there's a lot of genres I enjoy more than others. Like I'm not a huge fan of shoujo, but I do still like romance series. They're not mutually exclusive. So Sora no Tashimono having shonen elements, even if you're not a fan of shonen, doesn't take away from it. But when you have a series that's more shonen, it's just not as impressive to you.
Right. Yeah.
Also, can you check on the pizza real quick?
Yeah. I'm fucking wondering why the pizza's not here yet. It's been like 20 goddamn years. Quality check. Maybe we need to call them because it's been an hour.
Wait, do you want to like refresh it?
No, I think that'll break it.
Okay.
Stupid pizza tracker bullshit.
How long did it say roughly did it take?
I don't fucking know.
Wait, scroll up.
This is the
They put
this is the sign Isaiah.
no. They put the order in the oven at 6:46, so it's only been in the oven for like 10 minutes.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yeah, so that's fair.
Well, when did we order it? That was a while ago that we
It
ordered
was a while. Yeah, so they just took a while to actually get it started. So it's probably busy.
That's bullshit.
They're probably busy. Whatever. Let's not
I guess
complain.
It's a Sunday.
Yeah, it is a Sunday. Yeah. Anyway, so let's finish this chapter. It was a long tangent.
There was a fight happening.
It's me, right? Yeah. So Licht says, "You don't understand anything." Jael says, "What did you say? She wasn't slacking off because this town is at peace. This town is at peace because it's under her watch." I really love that picture of her holding her face.
Oh yeah, it's cute. Absolutely.
Yeah. So you'd better apologize to her. And I love how straight-faced he is here. Mm-hmm. He's thinking it over. And then the ground beneath her cracks from the clash. This is a really pretty page too. As she falls backwards from the impact. Here's the thing: Jael's not an asshole because immediately he leaps to her rescue, right? Because he is still a soldier. Mm-hmm. But Licht gets ahead of him, and what I love is that it's not just that he speed blitzes him; it's that he strategically propels himself off of a piece of debris to get ahead of Jael, which is really great. Art thing. Plus, your eye naturally follows because it's going from left to right, to see him. Yeah. Whereas your eye would see Jael last.
Minazuki is a master of understanding how the eye
paneling. It's really strong paneling.
He's really good at this shit.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, what's this?
You can, if it's important, I'll tell you.
Cool, yeah. So Jael's like, what? And Licht catches Lynn. Really cute page of him holding her here. It's adorable. And he smiles at her and he says, "Hey, Lynn." She goes, "Yes? You're heavy, huh?" Which I really like. She has such great reactions.
Yeah, no, that's the stunned and then the comedy one immediately after.
What? Really funny. He's like, "You're heavy, too heavy. So please go on a diet." Her fucking face.
That's really funny. Yeah.
She goes, "I hate you!" And his count drops to -1,000. And she's trying to fucking punch him as he holds her. He's and Jael leaps after him.
Now I'm wondering what the fuck would Tomoki's can be. Holy fuck.
The amount of fucking tits he's groped, panties he's stolen.
The amount of people who hate him.
Oh, it would go up. Yeah. Each time.
Or down, I guess.
Yeah. Fucking, that's great. Anyway, so Licht throws Lynn at Jael. And he catches her. For Astray, it'd be all the food she eats. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nymph would be candy. Or every time Paradise Song works. Into the abyss you
go! Harpies, the amount of time Minos has praised them, so they're dead too. Yeah. Well, this is fun. What else?
Sugita, the amount of time he flies, I guess.
So he's dead too.
No, he flies. It just usually does. Oh wait, we have the answer for that. There's Girl Sugita next chapter.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. And then who else? What would Sahora's be? The number of people she's chopped? I guess?
It'd totally be the number of people, but it'd have to be one of those rough numbers. It'd be every 100 chops. Right. Yeah. Yoshitsune would be his stock worth.
That's funny.
Every time my net worth goes up, so does my count.
That's funny.
As Mikako would probably just be the number of people she killed.
Yeah, that's fair.
What else is there?
This is fun.
This is actually really fun. Minos, amount of times he's a fucking dick.
Man, he'd be really high.
Oregano, I guess every time she bullies Nymph or something.
I guess, yeah.
Something like that. Mm-hmm. They're just getting weaker as they go.
Yeah, they do. as the characters get less and less developed, they have less and less to go on.
Yeah, right? Hiyori, every time she makes a meaningful contribution to the group. Oh, Abyss! Yeah. Oh, what a shame! Chaos.
Hiyori's dead again.
Chaos.
The amount of time she made Sai cry.
Wow, she'd be unstoppable.
I know, right? It's crazy.
Anyway, so Licht throws Lynn at her, and he's like, "Be careful, she's heavy." And Jael attempts to attack, but he stops himself. And instead, he brings them up to
Tomoki's the amount of time he's died. Tomoki death counter.
Tomoki death counter. It grows the amount of time she plants a watermelon.
Hiyori, the amount of good writing she gets.
So 0.
So 0.
Yeah. So Jael leaps back up to her from the start, and she's all flustered. She's like, "Lieutenant, And he repeats, "You're heavy," and just fucking drops her.
So apparently she's really fat.
Yeah. Well, it's all going to the thighs.
Confirmed by two
thighs and her tits.
Absolutely.
And he's like, "Lieutenant, you shouldn't be like that to girls." And he picks up her torn flyer, and he thinks about Licht's words. And like, this town is at peace because of her. It's an equality check now.
Yeah, 653.
Whatever.
So,
so he looks at
quality.
fucking.
I love that quality check is the stage of the fucking counter. Like,
because
it takes so long to open the box, go yep, and then close it again. that is an important step in the process, apparently.
Welcome to the Pizza Podcast.
The Pizza Party Podcast.
We're gonna have to change the title to. I can't believe we don't have our pizza.
The Pizza Party Podcast.
Oh yeah. Fucking, I really like this page of.
That is really so cute. Like she's like ready to fight. Like yeah, but you won.
Yeah. So without saying a word, he builds the playground for her because you realize there are some truth to Licht's words, which I like because it's not that he's suddenly a nice guy. It's that he realized, okay, she is doing her job. It's not that she's slacking off. She's going above and beyond,
right?
Which he respects. And so he builds the playground, and as all the children run to it, he simply says, "My iron doesn't last long if I'm not nearby. I'll give you 3 days. Plaster it over a foundation. Do whatever you want over that time. After that, I'm going after him. Lynn, you come with me." Yes, sir. That's another very like Estrella face.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Funny how Estrella is now the best girl.
I know. That is. I was just thinking that.
Yeah. So we see that his count has now gone down because he has betrayed his beliefs by prioritizing.
How lucky it was that he had an exact round number.
Right? That bothers me a lot. But Minazuki is mostly good at it. Like a lot of like the higher antagonists that we see have like uneven numbers.
Right.
But then like there will just randomly be people with even, and I feel like no one should have an even number in this world.
Yeah, I'd agree.
It just feels weird.
Yeah, agreed.
But whatever.
Like, and Licht's sword is the amount of people he's like beaten, right? So like surely it should have gone up from 5,000 to 7,000, right?
That is not. We don't know the count on that sword at this point in time.
I thought it's been established that all the aces are like the amount of people they killed.
Well,
they carved onto the
that is
sword.
the legend, but as we shall see, it's not entirely accurate.
Okay.
There is some truth to it.
Right.
But both their appearances in that picture and like
Mm-hmm.
the things we're told about them, like there's some history revision, as there always is.
Right. Yeah.
So Jail thinks to himself, his speed when he rescued Lynn was significantly faster than mine. In other words, he never fought me with everything he had. Who does he think he? And then we cut to the little girl. I love this page.
This is really cute. This
just
is
pouting.
really fucking cute.
I love that she doesn't say a word. She just like holds it out like, hey.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he sighs and he fucking makes a screwdriver. And he's like,
a screwdriver?
No, yeah, it's a screwdriver. See?
How does a screwdriver help? I need to fucking find this page in the book.
It looks like a screwdriver.
How does a screwdriver? Surely it should be like a sewing needle or something.
It might be. I look like a screwdriver to me. It might be sewing needle. Because there's a handle.
Yeah, no, it is a screwdriver. How the fuck would a screwdriver
Don't
help?
think about it. That's the neatest of nitpicks.
I think it's pretty rough. And the entire page is about him deciding to fix this and making a screwdriver to help somehow.
Whatever. Anyway, so thoughts on this chapter?
It was pretty good.
Really good. I give this one an 8. Solid characterization throughout.
That's fine.
Beautiful fucking art. Great like little character details like Lynn and this little girl. Like just such good expression work.
Well, this is interesting because it's like I mean, you're right. It is a really good. It's way better than chapters we had before.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not sure if I want to give it an 8.
I'm giving
like to me, it's difficult to say. Like, does an 8 mean that's the rank I'm giving the manga as a whole? Like, do I think this chapter was like an 8 out of 10 compared to like every manga I've ever read, or is it just better than the previous chapters, 8 out of 10?
Well, I'm just viewing it the same way.
It's better than the previous chapters, but I do not think this chapter makes the manga an 8 out of 10.
With Sora no Atashimono, how I viewed it was just comparing it to other chapters.
Right.
That's how I always view it. Like on a scale of like.
Mine was kind of both at once.
Fair.
So it's a really, I mean, it's a difficult thing to explain, but it's also incredibly fucking arbitrary at the same time.
Yeah, I think that this is just a really solid chapter. So.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking rate it because I don't give it enough of a shit about the manga
to be fair, our
like,
ratings are half-assed anyway.
If anything, this chapter has like vaguely made me more interested in. This is the first chapter that's made me want to read the next chapter after it, which is something. But that's like maybe a 6 out of 10 on like the scale of like every manga I've ever read.
Fair.
So like if we're going by that, and this is a 6 out of 10 chapter. If we're talking about compared to the other ones, yeah, it's like a 7 or an 8.
Oh, like the little girl is now size best
like
girl.
there was good shit. Yeah.
No, this is a good chapter. Like this is as for like a shonen battle. This is like there it is.
Fucking finally.
You go pay.
Okay.
Get your money.
You entertain the viewing audience.
All right. Yes, I shall. If anyone has any questions or jabs or jives, whatever you want to say, while Sai gets our pizza,
Fuck yeah.
feel free. Sai's gone. Everyone type how Plunderer is really good in the chat. I love this manga. I'm incredibly biased, but God, do I love it. This is a good book. Also buy it. Because remember, it's important to show Minazuki some support. This is only his third series to ever get brought over. And it is really good. Rough start, sure, but it's really enjoyable. Yeah. Read it. Buy it. You can get it on Amazon. Or digital or physical copy. Oh fuck, that's right. We got dessert with it too.
Yes. There's no place to put this bullshit.
Just put it on the ground or whatever. So this video is sponsored by Domino's Pizza. Thank you, Domino's.
Go to domino's.com/side live to get 15% off your first order.
Yeah. So now it's your turn to read, and my turn to eat.
Fine. This is the last chapter, right?
No, 2 more.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Linden, the town of the lake, on a major road joined to it. And I didn't fucking manga because I'm not reading forwardly in the show. You hand me that?
Oh yeah, that's right. I took it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you mind being in charge of?
Yeah, I'll still. I can eat with one hand.
Cool. Yeah. Nice. So then, what's her name? I forget.
Hina.
Hina.
And Nana.
Yeah, Nana. Yeah, that's what I want to know. Nana says, I'm going to try and find people I know who will help me raise money to repair the shop. You take care while I'm gone. So she's just gone now. So that she can't disrupt the events of this chapter. And then she hears, hey, let go of me. And then she turns, she sees, like, just in the middle of a fucking field for no goddamn reason, this really fat guy this guy's what the Prince of the Eye of Argon would look like. This is just like, this is the JoJo villain, basically. He's just like, he shows up like picking his nose. Yeah. And like, I'm the worst traits of
He's literally got a curly mustache.
Yeah, exactly. He's fucking Stanley Whiplash. So, really fucking hot chick. It's like, I said it again. No, he's like, I've said it again and again. I want you to be my wife.
Yeah.
Like,
first of all, just to touch on that, she is really hot. Oh, yeah. I think this is one of like Minazuki's most attractive girl designs.
She is pretty good. It's a shame she's like in one chapter. Like, so he's like, I've said it again and again. Won't you be my wife? And he's like, who would ever marry someone like you? He's like, but I have a higher count. Do you want to fucking, you can't disobey me. And Hina's like, please stop. She gets in the middle. And she's like, in that case, my count is higher than yours. If you understand, then give up now. He's like, okay. Let's have a star steak. And she remembers what happened the last time. She will exactly this. Fucking. And so he's like, once I have your stars, I'll make you my lover too. So what are you going to do? Like, I just realized rape would be really common in this world. Like, I feel like that should be touched on more than it is. Like, star steak should maybe be legal or something. Or it should be like in My Hero Academia where, like, the hero powers are banned because it's bad for society. Like, I feel like this mind control bullshit should be banned.
Well, it's not mind control. Society. It's just that, like...
Yes. What is it if it's not mind control?
Well, it's not mind control. It's you're ordering someone. And if someone doesn't want to listen to what you say, just say, fuck you, fight me.
And if they say, no, I don't want to fight you, then what?
You don't have to follow their orders. They established that in the first chapter. If someone doesn't want to fight you, then like if you're like, do what I say, and they're like, fuck you, fight me, and you're like, no.
Oh no, okay. How about if Hina says, hey, stop that, and he's like, fuck you, fight me, and she's like, no, I don't want to fight you, but you should stop that anyway. So she then gets mind controlled, right?
No, there's no mind control.
Then fucking why would she do it? Why would anyone listen to anyone's orders if there's no mind control?
It's like a societal rank thing, you know?
Like, okay, so this girl is just going to be raped by this guy because it's a societal thing.
Well, no. Well, I have a hard time putting it to it. It is a little dumb, but
that's all I'm looking for. Anyways, so she's like, so what are you gonna do? You gonna do it? And then, just literally in the exact nick of time, the amount of times Licht to shove to fucking save her at the exact right time. And it looks like if it's a star snake you want, I'll fight you. I mean, he's got a demon mask now, which I think works better.
I love this man.
Than any of the previous masks. I think it works better. Yeah, like comedy. He's like, so sure you want to fight? He's like, I won't forget this, and he runs away. He's like, eek. And she's like, Licht, It's like, oh no, I'm just a passing pile of filth, and I feel that. That's a big move right there. Uh, and then she like grabs him by the collar, and she's like, "It is you, isn't it?" That's a really cute pout.
A really cute
That's
face.
a very Nymph face.
It is a very Nymph face.
Like, I mean, we've been calling her a Nymph this whole time. That's the first time she's really done like a Nymph.
Look like Nymph. Yeah.
It is you, isn't it? She got a little pout face, which is cute. And it's only cute because it's literally Nymph's face. So I'm fucking like biased. It's like showing a picture of a fucking meat to a dog. It's like yes, it triggers my Pavlov instincts.
I'm glad you would make your dog.
To want to protect. Fucking. Anyways, and then hot girl rams Licht and like bam. And then, then she gets on top of him. It's like, he, and she looks really fucking hot.
She's so hot.
Yeah. And he's like, hey there, you can fly up in the sky, right? It's like, huh? It's like, let me take a look at your body. It's like, oh, no, it's not that I can fly. I just jump good. But in a way, I'm still up. She's like, oh, so you can't fly. Come with me. I'm Pelmo. I feel like my dream will come true if I'm with you two. And my intuition is always right about this kind of thing. And she brings her to her farm where she is building a plane.
So,
Woo!
Girl Sugata.
Yeah, literally Girl Sugata. She's building a fucking glider. It's Girl Sugata, exactly.
So we have Sugata.
Uh-huh.
And now we have Hot Girl Sugata.
What other variation? What this is like fucking like Rainbow Daleks from Doctor Who. Like, what other colors of Sugata are we going to have in this manga? We're gonna have his brother probably show up. We're gonna have like wilderness survival Sugata. It's like in a cartoon where a character gets split into like they get multiplied in each of the forms, like different aspects of their personality. So this is hot girl Sugata.
It's like different fighting game skins.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So fucking Nymph is like, what's this? And Licht is like a giant. No, she says like a giant bird, and hot girl.
Licht is being suspiciously silent.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So that's not his speech bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And hot chick is like, haven't you ever wanted to be able to fly freely in the air? Fly in the air, ruled by numbers. I could make that happen if I finish this, but it won't fly for some reason. I wonder what's wrong with it. And he goes, Pelmo, doing research on how to fly is. And then she interrupts him and says, my dream, huh? Ever since I was a little girl, I've always dreamed of flying in the sky. It's like, hey, want to try sitting in the pilot seat? And she's like, and fucking Nymph is like, what's a pilot?
Does it taste good?
Yeah, exactly. And then
yes, Vaporweeb, you can have some pizza.
Here, let me just like shove it into the screen. Fucking eat the takimasu. Yeah, there you go. I apologize if I'm sniffly, by the way. Isaiah has a cat, and I am fucking deathly allergic to cats.
Now you know why I'm always sniffly.
Ugh. It's terrible. You shouldn't have a cat if you're allergic to cats.
It's not my cat, it's my neighbor's. She just likes coming in.
Is it really?
No, yeah, it's my neighbor's cat.
Then why the fuck have you been housing her and like letting her fucking lay on shit?
Because she won't leave.
Give me a cold.
Because she won't leave. She likes me too much. She comes here all the time.
Okay. Anyways, Licht draws like the proper, like, what would you call that?
Tail fin?
Tail fin, yeah, I guess tail fin to like make the thing fly properly. And she's like, this is what's missing? So who exactly are you? Again, looking really hot.
Mm-hmm.
I love that little like glare thing.
Little smug face, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Smug anime girls are the best anime girls. She's like, I was right. That just means my intuition was right. My dreams came true because I was with you two. She's like, now then, get out of here, and literally throws them out of their faces. Like, my intuition is telling me something else. Are you two fighting? Like, say that guy over there told you an awful lie or something, Hina. Today might be the last time you see each other. There's no telling in this world. You two talk until I'm done with repairs. Later, she shuts the door on him. And then, again, looking like fucking Nymph.
No, yeah.
She just goes, liar. Utsatsuki.
I love these.
Utsatsuki is a liar, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Utsatsuki, yeah. You promised we'd eat together. Why are you always like this with girls Licht? She's like, but it's fine now. We were able to meet again like this. Me and the fabled ace. Blah, blah, blah. He's like, I said before, I'm not the droid you're looking for. She's like, I don't know about that. You know, Licht, you've been on this road all this time, right? What exactly is the goal of your journey? He's like, ruled by numbers. He's like, it's a secret. It's a secret, no fair. He's like, fine then, I'll tell you. You see, my goal is to get a look at your panties. Like, yeah, fucking, as we slip back into fucking bullshit Minazuki Town. These legs are stubborn as ever. That's a fucking rapist line if I've ever heard it.
Yep.
Then he fucking gropes her, and Minazuki draws her weirdly attractive for a rape scene. And then, like, oh no, they're pairs. God, she's hot.
She's so hot.
Fucking, at least with her, she owns it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not like Hina's just like, oh no, I don't understand any of this, and it's weird, and I savage. She's like, I'm fucking sexy, and I know it. Like, I so much prefer that. Anyways,
no, I feel
like,
that.
sorry, did I interrupt something? Like, no. Why is Licht disagreeing? That's his whole gimmick. Fucking whatever. Licht's character, like, barely exists right now. He's like,
it's okay.
He's a combination of generic shonen protagonist and Tomoki.
He gets well defined very soon.
Yeah.
Anyway.
She's like, okay, I'm gonna fly this glider thing. And she apparently fixed this thing in like literally 2 seconds.
She just had to fucking put a tail thing on.
Whatever. I figured it would take longer than that. Anyways, so he puts his mask on. And he's like, I'm sorry. Or he sees something off in the distance, puts his mask on, like, I'm sorry. And then, like, breaks the plane up in the
good page.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. It's like a fun reveal where he, like, attacks the plane.
Yeah.
And she's like, and Hina goes, what are you doing? And Hot Chick goes, oh, I see. And the military show up. Like, stop! You violated the law! And the fucking the Agaphim says, since you kept on refusing to be with, this is literally fucking my Agaphim is described like
how
in
he
the Eye
says
of
it
Argon.
in front of the soldiers too, like, since you didn't let me fuck you, I ratted on you to the cops.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, the study of flight is strictly prohibited. Any infractions without exception are punishable by death. Just
without a hearing.
Yeah. And Hina goes, rule by numbers. It's true. You put the death in the spot and they discover you're doing research on flight. I don't know why that is, but what about this looks like flight research to you? And they go, huh? What is that, nutty? It's just a windmill. My home's windmill is just creaky, you know? I've tried again and again to fix it, but I just can't get it right. Oh, by the way, aren't false allegations a crime too?
I love her face there.
And Soldier's like, yes, a major. I love Soldier like goes and like the last thing he's been told.
Yeah. Why, yes, I believe I should arrest this man instead of you.
Yeah, like, well, we'll be off with him now. Looks like you're gonna have a talk with you. And take him. I mean, this thing really loves like 2 police officers.
No, right? It's always 2.
Yeah, like never 3.
Never 1.
Yeah.
By the you want to know what's weird about Pelmo? She gives me Haruhi vibes. Is that just me? Like her face, the way that she always like strings people along.
It's the confidence. I think.
No, yeah, definitely.
The way she like prances through her world, like she owns it, which Haruhi did, and you know, it's it's the attitude. I think it's really like Haruhi.
Yeah.
So Richter tries to apologize for destroying it, and she's like, "Oh no, it's okay. It's not what you should worry about. That's not what you should be worrying about." And they look and they realize that their counts reach 0. I'm talking about what's about to happen. And the rapey fucking tentacles come out. And she's like, man, Minazuki made these really rapey.
Yeah. Damn, this is grosser than I expected.
Fuck you, Minazuki. Like, you see, my count is the number of times my dreams have come true. When I first had a count forced upon me, I was given a count of 10. Ever since then, nothing good's ever happened to me.
She is truly the Eeyore of Plunderer.
So Hina tries to save her, but one of the arms like, fuck you, bitch. And she's like, no, you can't. You can't. And she remembers her mother dying, and she gets all sad. And I love this page.
No, this page is great.
Hey, no crying. There's no need to cry, most likely.
Yeah.
We don't know for sure that you die when you go to the abyss. It's just a feeling I have, but I'm pretty sure I won't die. If anything, I'm about to go to the new world.
She's literally Sugata.
She's literally
just Sugata with tits. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, that's the feeling.
Sugata with tits and social skills.
Right, yeah. Like I said before, my intuition is usually right. So don't cry, okay? Promise me you won't. She goes, okay. And she gives a Terminator reference, and she goes, all right. Then, see you later.
I love Pelmo.
She is really good.
She's really
good. It's a shame she dies instantly.
Well, we don't know. Her intuition is usually on point, after all.
We shall see.
Yeah.
There's a fucking spider in the book.
What?
It's a little tiny spider.
Oh, there's a little tiny spider boy.
It's a little tiny spider. So I'm a spider, so what?
There we go.
So she goes, my hand. Huh? Would you help patch up my hand? Doing it with just one would be tough. He's like, yeah, sure. Let me see it, okay? And he goes, She goes, Licht? And she looks at his face. And he goes, yes. He's got a fucking like anime eye bullshit.
If you notice, here's something that's important. It's what's in his eye.
It's a count of 100.
No.
Uh-huh.
It's 001.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember what the guy said when he reported that Licht was alive?
No.
ID code 001.
Oh!
001.
Okay, so that's his code, not his count.
Yeah, no, that's not a count in there. That is like his ace identification.
Interesting.
So it already shows that things are amiss, which is really cool,
right?
In my opinion, because it's such a thing that you can easily glance over.
Yeah.
I
thought it was 100. Like I thought it was like backwards because it's in his eye.
No,
and,
yeah.
Like, from his perspective, it would be like straight in like a mirror.
I get you. Yeah. But no, it's 001, which is really cool.
Fair. So I like when I first read this, I assumed like, oh, it means whatever his count is multiplied by 100 because he's bullshitting special. That's
not yet.
So I was expecting 7,000 multiplied by 100 to be his actual count. And I thought, that's a cool little thing, but no, it's different. Anyways,
you're not that far off.
But anyways, so he covers his face and is like, sorry, I can't help you. And now we know why he wears masks all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And sees smoke from the nearby town. It's like it's coming from Linden. And Jail and Hot Chick.
Lynn.
Yeah, Lynn.
Are right outside Linden.
Lieutenant, this is where Linden should have been, but what on earth happened here? And just gigantic page of fire and smoke.
This is really brutal. Like he drew the corpses like on fire.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Fucking good page though.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Like a massacre. Terrible. There should have been a lake in this town, but the lake was gone. Instead, a giant hole of blackness. I can't see anything. Could this be the abyss? And they see a survivor. Like, hey, what happened to you? The survivor says, a demon. A demon came from the abyss.
And that's the end of the chapter.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba.
So what do you think? The chat's not censored, right? Because Dina asked. Is the chat censored?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know why it would be.
I've never live streamed on this channel, so it's possible it's possible that there is a like censor thing you have to uncheck. It's default too.
But if there is one, then we didn't like.
Yeah, if there is a default censor thing on YouTube, then I didn't uncheck it, but I also didn't add a censor.
Mm-hmm.
So
there's no need, especially at this point. We've been doing this for a while.
We have 11 views.
Yeah. But yeah, thoughts on this chapter?
It was okay.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, fucking.
I'd give it a 6.
What's her face is really fucking hot.
Palmo is a great addition to the cast for the whole 5 seconds she was part of it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, Mizuki's already showing like he can write fun characters.
Yeah.
Like he's not as rusty as he seemed at first.
Yeah, that's fair. Hina looked like Nymph a lot, and that made her cute.
Mm-hmm.
This fucking villain guy is super goddamn generic, but he's funny specifically because me and Isaiah read the Eye of Argon last night.
So I almost love it.
And so he's literally Agaphim. Yeah. Like, it's fucking hysterical how close he is to Agaphim. So that alone makes it funnier.
Yeah. What else was I going to say? This chapter does good at like setting up intrigue, especially at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like we finally get to see like someone being taken to the abyss. I mean, we saw Hina's mom, but this is like actually seeing it happen to someone. I probably won't be here for the next live. I have to ask now. Taru. Sai won't get that. Taru is one of the main characters from Watashi no Messiah-sama. She's the little lowly girl, so she'll be your favorite.
Fair enough.
If I can ever force him to read it, I will. But I have a feeling I'm already pushing my luck with it. So we shall see. I think this chapter is really good at setting up like intrigue and mystery, like the 001 in his eye. What does that mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
What is his connection to the military? Why is the abyss here, like swallowing up this town? I thought it just took people. What is this demon? It's just a lot of really cool shit, you know?
Yeah, the more I think about this, the more I feel like, this would be awesome to 14-year-old me.
No, yeah.
I just feel like I'm not the target demographic anymore.
That's fair. You know what? You saying that, I'm bumping up to a 7.
Mm-hmm. Whatever. Just to spite me.
I
don't know. Like the specific bit where like the number appears in his eye is so like fucking try-hard.
It's so cool.
It's so try-hard edgy.
If you let your little like self come out,
it's so try-hard edgy.
It's like when he curls his eyes go red.
My first thought was just like, this would be the coolest thing in the world if I was 14.
Right?
Wouldn't it? But it's been like a decade.
Shows my mentality, huh?
Yeah.
I'm still just like, whoa, his eye changed, and there's a number in there, and it means that he's a scary boy.
Yeah.
he gets edgy when he
He's got-
smells
he's-
the blood.
He's got a dark past.
He's got a dark past.
The blood brings he's like a werewolf.
Yeah.
Like a vampire.
Oh, there were so many people that actually thought he was a vampire because of this when the chapter first came out.
Nice.
So fucking funny. I really like the elements that feel very D&D like. I agree. It's now getting on the level of interest where I'm interested in following the plot in the chat. Yeah, we did it!
Yay.
Bare level interest.
I
where
know,
you come
right?
from the manga.
Right? Fuck
Speaking of, I think we've more or less said everything we want to say on this chapter.
Yes, so give me the pizza and you read the next
I already ate my half.
Fuck
so
yeah.
One half's yours.
Pizza!
And I get to read chapter 7, our final chapter for the night.
Cat.
You just put it over and she
Yeah.
doesn't give a shit. So yes. So we see Jail says ruled by numbers. This is that hole. A demon came from it. A demon from the abyss. And they cut to the town earlier that day. It was a regular day like any other. I was enjoying lunch with my fellow comrades. All of a sudden, the ground began to shake.
We were joking about that one time that we almost raped a chick, and it was so funny.
This is a different guy, though.
Yeah.
These are nice soldiers, presumably. Yeah. All of a sudden, the ground began to shake, and a big hole formed where the lake had been. And then, it came out of nowhere. Chapter 7, Demon of the Abyss. Can we talk about how fucking cool this demon design is?
That's pretty cool.
It's fucking dope as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to describe it. Like
it's pretty cool.
It's just really cool.
Yeah.
And the scale is really impressive too. Like seeing the tiny ass people.
I mean, knowing the twist makes it better.
No,
if I didn't know the twist, I'd say like, wow, that's fucking boring.
No, when you know, because you can actually examine the elements of how they would perceive it that way when you know.
Spoiler:
the twist.
it's actually a helicopter. It's actually a helicopter. So it's got like it's got like the 6 like blades of the helicopter
as the wings.
Yeah,
and
cool.
its eyes are like the reason why it looks like it has segmented eyes. It's because of the glass of the helicopter.
Right. Yeah.
It's spitting out fire because it's
missiles.
Bullets and missiles. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So anyway, they're like, we fought against it with everything we had, but our swords, our arrows, nothing on it worked. It was hell. Even the women and children, they burned alive in the flames that it spit. And Jail says, ruled by numbers. So it was the doing of a ballot holder.
I love it.
No, that was no human. It was a demon. What else could it be? And Jail's like, calm down. It had to be that thing, the demon from the abyss. It was flying. By the way, can I talk about how good Minazuki's like art is here? Like this man is fucking traumatized.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Jail says, ruled by numbers.
And
the man collapses, and Len's like, we need to get him help.
Okay, you know what? You go back to the last page.
Yeah.
You bring this up, and I think it's interesting.
Uh-huh.
I'm definitely a lot more appreciative of art when it gets across the point rather than just like looking cool.
Just looking cool. Yeah.
It reminds me again of what I was saying about when I was working with Cynic Clinic on the Chaos AMV.
Yeah.
I specifically told him to like put his effort into bringing across the emotion rather than just like making shit look cool, like the tree at the end.
Yeah,
the tree looked cool, but it didn't really improve the video at all. The art looks cool, but most of it doesn't improve the manga at all. Like the character animation here, that sells the emotions of the scene, makes it more real. It's like I'm probably more appreciative of art specifically when it furthers the story or the writing quality, rather than just when it looks cool in those flashy interaction scenes.
Yeah, that's fair. Also, I agree with Dan. You shouldn't have said it. You ruined it for everyone. Because a lot of these people haven't even read it yet. Remember?
Well, that's your own fault. We told you to read it before the fucking stream started.
And no, it is not an isekai. I've said that multiple times at the start. This is not an isekai manga. You'll learn as we get into the next arc. But anyway, so Jail realizes, what's going on? I've never even heard of a ballot holder or soldier who can fly, which is very important. Like, remember, even just the research of flying machines, as they said last chapter, is banned. For some reason, the government just doesn't want them to do it. And there's no ballot holder even has the ability to fly. So he says that it really was a demon that came out of the abyss? He clenches his fist and he says, no, there is one exception. There was one person who can fly or jump good. And great page of Hina, by the way. Her fucking pout is like the cutest thing ever.
It's only because she looks like them.
Yeah. But he's like, Hina, and she just says, no, I'm not letting go. You're planning on running off again, right? And he's like, ugh, she got him. And Nana comes over and she's like, Hina, listen, you, I told you to take care of the store, but how can you just leave it? What if it got robbed? And like, she's like, hey. She sighs and she's like, ugh. This is bad.
Wait, was she actually yelling at Hina for leaving her store because
No.
she left it on alone?
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Well, she told her to watch it. She was gathering money.
She's known her for like a day.
She works for her now.
Does she?
Yeah, in the last chapter we saw her. She took Licht's advice, and because she had no idea what the fuck else to do with her life,
Okay.
she started working.
That's
Remember, she was serving drinks when
I thought she just like entrusted her bar to a rando and then
No.
got mad when the rando walked away.
No, in the days that Licht spent in the other town, she was working for her. Yeah. Anyway, Licht's like, huh? What's bad? And we look and we see Jael and Lynn are already there sitting at a table, which is great. This is like a very fucking great ominous shot of him just like charging his ability. And Licht just says, Hina, get behind me. You're worthless. And it's time for a fight between men. But Jael simply says, the demon from the abyss. I really love the change in Licht's expressions from like ready to fight. Just, what'd you say? That expression of yours. I can tell it wasn't your doing. You can only jump, not fly. But you still know something, don't you? Hey, woman.
Hey, female.
Yeah, female. I love that even Nana's like, me? There's more than one woman here. And she says, get us something to drink. The strongest you've got. And bring all that you have. And Licht says, ha, so your plan is to get me to run my mouth by getting me drunk, huh? I could always use force to make you speak. But there's someone here who will complain if I do. And I love that Lynn is pointing at herself in the panel. I'm like, that show?
That's really
He says, drink up. It's on me. But if you turn me down...
you criticize my use of that show.
Yeah,
but what you use is perfectly okay.
I don't even think that's what she would say here. But
right, yeah.
And besides, I can't criticize you. I literally said Daga. Which I think was cool.
That was funny.
Yeah. Let's see. She doesn't look like Nymph. Minazuki draws cute moe girls the same. But I get... Well, it's just because she has like the same blue hair, styled similarly, a similar build, only bigger tits. And her outfit is something that Nymph would 100% wear. Yeah. To the point that he drew Nymph wearing it in a piece of merchandise I own.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you look at them back and forth.
They're literally identical.
Yeah, but it's okay because he copy-pasted Hina's design into Dokuin cooking and just gave her bigger tits. Yeah,
it's like a Pokemon evolution.
Yeah, right?
Hina's the middle stage.
Nymph is the baby, and Hina, and Jael is a gamer. Cool, I respect that. So he says, but if you turn me down, I'll have to get serious. Right here, right now. Licht sighs and says, all right, fine. In that case, I'll take you up on your offer. But this little hostage-taking method of yours here, I don't like it. I really like this line because Jael says, what a coincidence. I don't like you either.
Yeah, that's a good line.
It's a very childish thing.
Yeah.
But it just fucking...
I do like that.
Yeah.
It's almost like a god hand fucking...
It is. No, yeah. You can just see Gene like, I don't like you either.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I like your little hands.
That's what he does.
He does, yeah.
That's that action hero PS2 2000 game where they always go to get.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, so they start drinking, and everyone's like, oh. I love that Nana's the only one that's relaxed because she
alcohol.
Yeah,
but this is interesting though because like fucking how many anime characters are old enough to fucking drink?
No, that's the thing. Even in Sora no Tashimono, they had to drink Coke.
Right. Yeah.
So these are legal adults
drinking fucking legal alcohol.
Yeah,
that's a first.
So he slams it down.
And everyone here is a legal adult. That's crazy.
Oh, they all are. Yeah, it's really strange.
Yeah,
but cool.
It's weird to say because they're all in the fucking military. Yeah. Like, anime has presented us plenty of like 13-year-olds who are in the fucking military.
Oh yeah.
So it's fun that everyone here is a legal adult who's like having.
It's just neat.
Drink. Yeah.
No, it's just neat. And then especially later.
It's just odd for anime.
No, especially later when, not to spoil too much about Hina, but like she gets a lot more agency on her own, and then later she's like, yeah, it'd be cool to fuck Licht, and Licht's just like, what?
Right.
And it's a great like role reversal.
Does this count go up or down?
No, because it's specifically about whether they like love him. So if she was like, I love you, it would go up. But if she's just like, we could fuck.
Fair enough.
Imagine getting your count go up depending on like how much of a Chad you are. Anyway, so Jael asks after they take a swig and finish the bottle. He's like, now for the questions. Who exactly are you? Licht pauses and he says, at times, I'm a wiggly jiggly pudding who wallows in sadness. At other times, I'm a filthy man of justice.
That's a good
It's
line.
a great line. I can't wait to fucking hear that in the anime.
Yeah, that'll be funny.
Yeah. Jill says, I see. Looks like you haven't had enough. So they take another swig. Says, what's your goal? Why is the military after you? Because I'm too popular with the ladies. That's another like godhand line. By the way, Lieutenant, you're a slow drinker, aren't you? He fucking Ted Levy just crushes it. He's like, fine, questions can come later. And the two become children and just fucking start chugging. And they're like, too slow. And they fucking drink it. And I love this in the background. Lynn's just like, okay, well, and she pours them both cups. I love it. Lynn takes a sip. She gets fucking wasted in one sip. Hina takes the cup, tastes it, gets drunk. Nana takes a swig, gets mega drunk.
Turns into Tomoko.
Fun thing here. Well, I'll translate her line as he. In the original Japanese, Nana literally says kiaru, like Tomoko. Which, by the way, for those who don't know, is literally a reference to an eroge that fucking Suminazuki loved from the 90s.
I didn't know that until Isaiah told me while I was reading this previously.
Yeah. Anyway.
That was news to me.
So Nana gets drunk too and goes to fucking fuck them, essentially. And Lynn stops and she looks over at Hina and she thinks over her relationship with Licht. And she says, hey, your name's Hina, right? Yes. And she goes, are you Pudding's? Because this is one thing I love. Because they first saw him as a pudding cup, for the entire manga, Lynn and Pele only refer to him as Pudding.
Nice.
Which I love. And another thing that's kind of lost is that because they're like from a small country town, they specifically call everyone like brother and sister. Like the grocery girl, like in another translation, they call her like Sister Greengrocer.
Right.
So it's literally like Pudding Brother or like Brother Pudding.
Right.
Which I think is a lot.
Pudding on each side.
Yeah. So she's like, oh, you mean Licht? What about him? And Lynn, oh, that's such a cute page of Lynn.
It is really cute.
Yeah. She's like, oh, never mind.
Every page of Lynn is adorable. Honestly.
It really is, yeah. Goes,
and it's weird how much better she is than the one who looks like Nymph.
Right?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, never mind, it's nothing. Wow, that was one strong drink. I need some water. Yeah, water. And Hina goes, are you okay? Shall I look for something cold to drink? If you're not feeling well, please tell me right away, okay? And Lynn lowers her head and says, yeah. She goes, dang it. She's so small and cute. She's exactly size type.
That's because I hate her.
So, yeah, I knew it. She must be his girlfriend. And I love this fucking goofy ass page of all. Even I love she immediately goes from like mopey to just like, oh, time to drink myself to death. It's just great. Like she's just grumpy about it. But in the midst of the merriment, fucking the town itself shakes. And they're like, what's this, an earthquake? And then Pele runs up. Hey, Lieutenant! We've got bad news. That thing, it's in this town too! And we see the abyss has once more opened up in the town square. This hole. And then a woman runs up and says, has anyone seen my son?
A female.
Yeah, Chekhov's gun. Take note of this. She says, he was playing right here, I'm sure of it. And they're like, please get back, it's not safe. And then Lynn's like, we should probably just tell HQ, right? But Joe says, wait, I hear something. And then the fucking dude comes back, the crippled soldier. He's like, it's the demon from the abyss. The fucking goddamn it, ruled by numbers, Joe says. The sound.
There's so much of it.
The sound. It's the same as in Linden. We're going to be killed. Even the women and the children. Every human in this town. We can't get away. We can't get away. That's really good art of him as well. Like he's fucking lost his mind. So Jail fucking takes command and he yells, all units, listen up. I am Lieutenant Jail, commander of Gafangus Company. Gafangus, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's German.
Gafangus.
Yeah, Gafangus is literally German for shield, or not shield, for jail. So he leads a company called Jail in German.
Nice.
And their motif is the iron behind bars, or the lion behind iron bars, which I think is cool. But anyway, it's like, all units, listen carefully. Move all civilians back. Anyone with a shield, surround the hole. Anyone with a bow, get ready to fire. Be prepared. No matter what comes from this hole, take it down. Yes, Lieutenant. And Licht sits there and he listens. And he says, this sound, it can't be. Is the demon going to harass the female characters too? I like how Jail is a rival to Yoshitsune. Yeah, basically Licht and Jail are just Sugita and Yoshitsune, essentially. And Licht says, no, Jail! Get everyone back! And Jail says, what? You bastard! You knew the identity of the demon from the abyss all along, didn't you? But there's no way. It can't be. After all, back then, it should have been. Out with it!
He says,
What is the
interrupting
demon of the
him as he
abyss?
explains.
Yeah. Lieutenant, it's coming! And
It's
Jill,
coming!
Jill says, what?
I'm gonna overflow!
Jill says, what on earth? And we see the shadow of it as they all look up in horror. Licht says, why? Why is that flying here? After the war, none of them should have ever been able to fly again. And we see that it's a fucking helicopter. And it's so cool because, again, when you look back at the demon's design, the rotating wings are its fucking like light blade wings.
Right, yeah.
The eyes, the segmented eyes, are just the glass. The bullets and shoot are just the missiles and gunfire.
That is cool.
It's such a good thing because it's already a cool demon design. But then when you see what it's meant to represent, it's fucking, it's good.
That
it's
is
damn
cool.
good. Yeah. So fucking, we zoom into the cockpit and it says target locked
Cat,
on.
you said cat.
That's the end of the volume.
I like how that broke you.
It's because I just
Target locked on.
I just remembered fucking the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge.
Yeah, all I said was stay out of the cockpit. This has been the longest helicopter ride of my life.
Yeah, but fucking, we see an ad for the next volume, which they say coming out August 2019, when it actually came out in September. Thank you, Yen Press, for being a few days off. No, it's really not a big deal. So yeah, that's the fucking end. What do you think of this chapter? I love it.
It was okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'd give this another 7. Fun. It's fun. Good characterization all around.
I did like the characterization. Like Hina's still fucking boring. Like seeing the characters get drunk together was fun.
No, that was the thing of them just passing the cup.
Seeing Jill like lighten up for a bit and finally like play fucking games with Licht was fun.
What I love is that it's just that he's so petty. Like he's so proud that he's willing to get silly if only for the sake of proving that he can do it better than anyone else.
Yeah, I'd agree. That's fun.
Which is great characterization.
Yeah, that's fun.
Licht, that fucking line is the greatest in the entire manga. The fucking, at times, I'm a wiggly jiggly pudding.
That is
and at other times, a hobo of justice.
Yeah.
Which is great.
That is fun.
Yeah. Just solid characterization. We're now starting to see them get like formed personalities, whereas before, like you said, Licht was kind of just shonen guy, whereas now he's like goofy hero trying to avoid his responsibilities that kind of just gets dragged into shit, which is fun. I really love everything about this chapter, and that reveal. In fact, I'm bumping it up to an 8. Fuck it. That reveal.
The reveal is good.
It's good because we already know that there's some
because that makes this a lot more interesting than it was.
No, yeah, exactly. Because now they already sowed the seeds in chapter 2, and now it's the payoff where it's like, holy fuck. So some conspiracy now it gives you all the ideas about the abyss too, because a helicopter came out from the abyss. So of course everyone's first thought was it's an isekai, which it's not. Not to spoil anything, but it's not an isekai. But like it makes you think, what is in the abyss? Is it like modern day Earth? Is it some futuristic city? Is it another parallel dimension? Why is a helicopter coming out of it? Why
why would a helicopter from our world want to kill everyone here?
Yeah, in these innocent like fantasy townspeople.
Right. Yeah.
Why did that one soldier guy have access to technology?
Are we turning into gates?
Yeah. No, oh my god, that was all the comments. Everyone was like, gate time, gates.
Gate's fucking terrible.
Gate is terrible. Yeah, that's and
like even as like a mediocre manga right now, it's better than fucking Gate.
Absolutely. No. So yeah, I love this fucking chapter. It's fun. It's pretty good. This Minazuki autopilot. This is not. This is a good enough chapter that I'm willing to read the next one.
Yes. I'm definitely not into like loving it right now, but I am willing to give it more chances.
And that's why we're continuing this weekly. Weekly.
As soon as I escape Isaiah's house, there is no fucking.
I'm gonna make sure he reads volume 2 before he leaves because it's right there on my shelf.
We can't.
Even though I say it's volume 2, it's technically 3 and 4.
Did anyone ever vote my stupid straw poll?
It's okay because everyone said they liked it.
Anyway. Yeah, whatever. I can't do it this Sunday because I'm gonna be busy at Joe's still. Then
how about
I have my flight at like 4 p.m.
Oh, okay.
And then I like start my job on the 17th.
Oh right.
So it's gonna have to be like the 23rd or the 20 or 24th.
So 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
That's fine. That actually works better for me too as well because all of my bosses are on vacation right now.
Right.
Which means I'm gonna let's see what my fucking. I bet they make me work on the weekends this week anyway.
Probably.
Yeah. Let's see.
Anyways, we're taking a week hiatus.
Oh God, yes, I work Wednesday to Saturday this week, but that's not that bad. It's only 3 days.
Yeah.
But yes, we're taking a short hiatus, just 2 weeks. That's not that bad.
No.
We've done it before.
Yeah.
So a short hiatus before we read the next volume, Do we continue the buy joke? I will. But I don't know. I almost prefer ruled by numbers already.
Yeah, no, rule by numbers is a much more fun joke.
This is the peak.
Yeah.
The peak joke. Because we can do it every single time.
Yeah, exactly.
With buy, we kind of just have to put it in there. And it's funny. But with this, it's like whenever someone repeats it back, we have exactly what
they do the Metal Gear Solid thing.
Psychomantis.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I like that it's not just like... I like that it's not Psychomantis. I like that it's the first stupid thing they said in the entire manga. Rule by numbers.
Yeah.
Like, I like that it's that specific line.
No,
like, that is a great catch-all for just the bad writing on display.
We've moved on. We have ruled by numbers now.
Exactly, yeah. Which I think is way better.
Absolutely. Yeah, so I fucking... so what do you think of these 2 volumes as a whole, then?
Really rough start.
Rough start.
But I would have, and in fact did not when I first read this continue, because the first couple chapters were really bad.
No, yeah, he only read the first 2, and then you stopped.
Yeah. I did not make it to Lynn.
Yeah, which is a damn shame.
Chapters,
yeah. I'm going to say, possibly controversially,
uh-huh.
While the first volume definitely is a weaker start, I think volume 2 of Plunderer is way stronger than volume 2 of Sora.
Yeah.
Volume 2...
I mean, volume 2 of Sora was terrible, though.
No, that's the thing. But that's the thing. Like, Sora had...
But again, my mental image of Sora is, like, the anime.
40. Yeah, no, here's the thing, though. Yeah, I get
But is it better than, like, the first couple episodes of the anime, though?
Definitely not the first 2 chapters. But I would say that if this was to be adapted well, I would put it on par.
Uh-huh.
Maybe not above, but I'd say it's on par, you know? So... Like, even though... Because Sword Art Online Tashimono had a... First chapter was weak, but chapter 2 was really strong.
Right.
And then it just meandered for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And it meandered until, like, basically the end of Nymph's arc.
Right, yeah.
Like, there were a couple of good chapters in there, but we basically just shat on it. Whereas now, we shat on it for, like, the first hour, but then we've, like...
Gradually warmed up to it.
Yeah, and with every chapter, it's, like, more praise that we're giving, you know? So it shows that we are not on a downward spiral.
A downward spiral.
Downward spiral.
Downward spiral.
Downward spiral.
Guess what we've also been watching a lot of?
Yeah. We're on an upward
spiral.
Spiral. Another word for spiral.
Uh-huh, yeah.
Uzumaki.
Yeah. An upward drill.
Yeah. Our drill has begun to pierce the heavens.
Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit of piercing. Like some...
Just the tip.
Some like... So fucking, like, you know, like bits of the wall are starting to flake off of heaven's floor.
Fucking Minos is looking down like, fuck, get Zeus ready.
Right.
But yeah, no, I think that Plunderer picks up way faster than Sora did and has...
Yeah, if I have one problem with Sora, it's that, like, the first couple episodes, it doesn't really get good until, like, 8. When Nymph and Icarus fight for the first time.
No, exactly.
Whereas if this was the anime, this back episode 5.
No, yeah.
Which I think would be a lot better.
And I think that the bare premise is more interesting.
Yeah.
At least from the get-go. Because, like...
there's a lot more mystery here.
No, yeah. Because, like, Sword Art Online Tashimono dangles the Daedalus keys, and then they forget about her.
Yeah.
Until, like, Chaos Arc, when it really starts, like...
Chaos Arc.
Chaos Arc. Whereas here, from chapter 2, it's like there's something going on. And from the end of the second volume, we're already getting payoff for that.
Right.
While still asking more questions, which is what a good mystery should do.
Yeah.
I do think next volume might be a little weird, though. Because that's the thing about Plunderer.
This one was...
well, yeah, but the thing about Plunderer, and I do love it, is that its pacing is fucked.
Uh-huh.
And I kind of like it because I like how fast this volume moved, you know? Like, we're already at, like, something really monumental. But I feel like Minazuki's editors told him, you need to slow down. Because the next arc comes to, like, a crawl after this town thing is finished.
Right.
And I like it because it gets you to like the characters more. And, like, it actually develops Hina, and it does a lot of world building. But if you're not a fan of the exposition, we're going to get... It's not as annoying, but we are getting more of that.
I don't think it could have been.
Yeah.
This was really bad. This was like bottom of the bin anime bad.
True. So we're going to be getting a bit more exposition and, like, basically no fights in the next arc.
Nice.
Which is maybe a plus to you. given that you're sitting
Potentially.
on the shonen thing.
It does make me wonder what the fuck Minazuki's playing at, though. Like, if he is trying to appeal to the 14-year-old I want fights and swords demographic, then it seems like that'd be a really shitty
I
thing
feel
to
like
do.
I feel like he's doing the same thing they did with Sora, where like boobs were like the read it,
Uh-huh.
look at the titties in your face, read it, and then you read it, you're like, damn, this shit good.
Mhm.
It's like, look, shiny sword hit and boobies, they fight, boom, and then you read it, and you're like, damn, this shit good. So I feel like that's his thing, where like he draws you in with like promises of a generic show, and then it's like, haha, got you, bitch.
What a great way to draw people in by
it works
by pretending to be a generic
and it
show.
Works every time.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Fucking SNL isn't nearly as popular as it should be though because of that.
Well, it's not that it's not as it is popular. It's just that people only view it on a surface level.
Yeah.
But
people don't respect it. Like
people don't. Well, though, because of us, they will.
No, they won't.
No, they won't.
Anyways, this was good.
Yeah, this was fun.
It was okay.
This was our longest podcast since the first one.
Has it?
Yeah.
What's our time?
3.5. Actually,
no. This is like average.
I forgot.
This is fucking average.
I counted the time that we spent setting up the fucking thing.
Oh yeah, no, we spent like an hour getting shit ready.
Yeah, fuck. Let's just check the chat real quick before we.
Ruled by numbers.
We live in a society, but what they don't tell you is that we're ruled by numbers.
All the chat.
And that within those numbers lies buy. The stock market controls us all. I wonder if they fix the pacing in the anime. Or
I doubt it. Fucking.
I would love for the anime to.
Wouldn't it be great? But fucking the director does not know.
I almost
this is going to be a straight adaptation.
I almost want us to play the trailer for the anime, but that would get the stream taken down.
Yes, it would.
Here's the thing. Like I said,
if only YouTube wasn't on a downward spiral.
Downward spiral. Anyway, I'm looking forward to the anime. Like I said, if nothing else, for the great music and voice acting, because that'll at least enhance my manga experience, and it'll get more people to check the series out. But it's not looking incredibly promising. Like I said, it's by like a no-name studio with the director who has done a lot of crap anime.
A lot of crap anime.
But I'm still gonna give it a shot. I'm sure we'll have fun. Me and Sai will watch it together, even if we're not reviewing it, we will be watching it together every week.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I have a Funimation Now account, so
that's fine. If you want to get like a Skype call and watch it, I'm fine.
Yeah. Get ready. It's gonna be good. Do we have any final thoughts to say? We've more or less like wrapped up our thoughts on the volumes, right?
Chun-Li chick is hot.
Yeah, Lin best girl.
Nymph looks like Nymph.
Nymph is Nymph.
Sugita.
What a world where Astrea is best girl.
I know, right? It's so weird.
It's bizarre.
I like it Jotaro in this because she was his favorite character. So.
Oh, he'd love
Lin
then. And she actually remains useful too.
Oh,
like
cool.
like she
unlike Astrea, bitch.
Well, she does, but I mean like Lin has a really badass fight later on in the manga.
Fair enough.
But anyway, yeah, I suppose that's it then. Thank you
10
so
of
much.
us will watch it, Isaiah.
Yeah, 11. Thank you. Oh, one of them is us. But yeah, so like I said, we won't be doing one next week due to circumstances, which is not bad for both of us. But after what?
Chat just saying ruled by numbers 20 billion times. It's so fucking funny.
The rule was coded by C++, so yeah, binary numbers.
Is the rule ruled by numbers?
Astrea was always best girl. Good job, Vaporweave. Her and Harpies are my favorites. But anyway, so yes, Volume 2, your homework is...
Volume 2.
Yes, but remember that Volume 2 is actually 2 volumes. So, just to reiterate...
This is a directional microphone. You have to talk vaguely
Whatever.
into
Okay, yeah, so just to remember, this, first of all, buy these if you care about the series and you want to support Suminazuki. I'm not getting paid.
I don't know why you would right now.
Oh, hey, Brad! Good to see you, Brad!
Hey, welcome to the end of the stream.
Yeah, it's still good to have you. But anyway,
we're gonna go fuck off and watch Eurocamp now.
Yes,
Have fun watching the VOD.
So yeah, you can pick these up at like your local bookstore. I don't know, Barnes and Nobles. That's what it is in the States.
Yeah, Barnes and Noble.
If you're in the States, you can get it off Amazon. You can get like digital copies off Bookwalker or Kindle or whatever. Definitely recommend.
Go to bookwalker.com/site.
I wish we were getting fucking
paid for this shit. So do I.
Yeah. Imagine that, getting paid to talk about music. But yes, Volume 1 is actually the first 2 volumes that we read today. And Volume 2, which is what we'll be reading next time, is Volumes 3 and 4. So that means your homework for the next book club is Chapter 8.
What numbers will they be ruled by, Isaiah?
all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So the numbers you will be ruled by is chapter 8 to chapter 15.
Mm-hmm.
So give that a read. This volume is very good shit. You're all gonna love it. Thank you, Matthew.
I got $1 from Matthew Edwards with not SNO, but still SNO.
Thank you, Matthew, for
I appreciate
I
the
can't
dollar.
believe you actually went out of your
That's
way
funny.
to fucking send it.
That's a joke. Yeah, that's good. I appreciate the commitment.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, as always.
Absolutely.
This has been a blast. I can't fucking wait for the next stream.
My throat's killing me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just going to have a lot of fucking goodness. Yeah, lot more good shit. So see you guys in 2 weeks. Until then.
Ruled by numbers.
Bye. So I hit stop streaming here, right?
No, you have to go to the... Oh, we don't have the YouTube page on. How do we do it? I guess we have to... Well, welcome to the fucking... We've tried to figure out how to end the live stream.
Here, I got it.
So no, first of all, we should go to OBS and make it so they can't see our fucking bullshit.
All I have to do is open a new tab.
No, because it's showing the Chrome tab. So we should turn this off.
Just a specific
Turn off the
tab?
window capture.
Okay.
There we go. Now we can fucking do bullshit. This is very professional.
Yeah, right?
I hope you guys are enjoying.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are enjoying our vain attempts to end the fucking
I even
live
asked you, like, do we need to have it open? Like, and you were like, nope.
I didn't
we can
think
just
so.
close it.
Yeah, there's
Doesn't
the
matter.
Button. Okay. Yeah. Thank you guys very much for watching. Bye. Bye, Nee.
Bye. Ruled by numbers.
Ruled by numbers.